Yeah. Getting down.
Look at those guys.
Boogie woogie, man. Yeah.
That's a party I want to be at.
Absolutely, dude. End of the world, Armageddon. It's all blowing to bits. Getting down and dirty and grooving with Fauci and company.
Fauci's
right?
drunk and just telling you everything he's done over the decades.
Let me tell you about AIDS. All right.
I really got off on the kids in India. That's
the power of Grok, man. The Grok takes the image and can make it go live. So I made the meme, and then Grok did the rest. Which means graphic designers, you folks are out of jobs, man. Mean, what? Compare that to what was the Rock movie where they destroyed the Mummy franchise?
Scorpion King.
Scorpion King. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they destroyed it so bad even Tom Cruise couldn't reboot it 20 years later.
No! But we went from Scorpion King 20 years ago to now. Grok can take a meme and make it hilarious in 45 seconds. I mean, it was zero effort for that thing to start working for me. Mind blowing.
You guys are out of jobs, man.
Everybody is, man. I was listening to some stuff earlier today, and they were kind of digging into the whole AI robotics thing. And maybe even now that I think about it, it might have been that Elon interview with Joe Rogan, which is pretty spectacular.
That was a crazy one, man. That was
wow. Ooh. Absolutely. But I really found it interesting how even Elon was like, look, plumbers, contractors, people working with your hands, even cooks, you guys are probably going to still have a job for a long time, assisted maybe with the AI.
Hey, I'm all for that.
Right, man. Absolutely. But not replaced. Maybe not yet. But everybody else, coders, programmers, he basically said anyone sitting at your desk typing on a computer.
What I got from it was if you got to work from home during COVID, you're not going to have a job in the next 5 years.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
That's right. That's right, man.
Seriously, because if you could have done your job from home, a robot can do your job.
Absolutely. So essential workers, right?
Right.
You're going to probably...
Nurses,
maybe. I think AI...
Well, the thing I heard we could get robots to do everything nurses do, except the stupid TikTok dances.
Right. No! You're psycho, bro. I was just going to say, who's going to make all them TikTok dances, man? Come
that's
on.
What we need them for, so, And also, I assume you learned that in college, so we still need the college professors.
Right. We also need the nurses walking around in everyday life with the scrubs, the filthy scrubs still on.
Right.
And then looking at us with that condescending Karen look, where they're judging us for not being essential, basically, right? The judging nurse. That's what we are going to lack in our society if we replace them with the robots, right?
It'd be so much better to have a robot doctor. I'd rather a robot tell me I'm dying. Or
I trust the robot because they're not getting paid behind the or under the table or behind my back by big pharma, right? Like, to push the COVID vax.
Well, who do you think's buying these robots?
There you go. Great call. Yeah, man. Right.
The robot's there to make money, But if I could buy my own robot and it just has all the medical information.
Great call. Yeah, man. Have you seen this new robot? Did you see this guy? They were pushing it everywhere. Neo.
It looks terrible.
Really retarded, actually. It's if robots became retarded, I think, is kind of...
Don't waste your money on first gen.
Right,
man.
This guy, Neo is the name, and I clipped this, or I took this from Wall Street Journal.
Housekeeper.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Neo.
Oh, all right. So they're giving us a little action with it.
For $20,000, you can pre-order 1X's Neo robot now, with delivery in 2026.
It looks retarded. Am I wrong about that?
No, that looks ridiculous.
Are you feeling this with me with the whole retard?
It's like you're really trying to make me not afraid that it's going to take over the world. But now I'm just afraid I'm going to be taken over by Down syndrome.
I think you missed a tiny spot over here. Just one little catch. There may be a human behind the curtain.
Yeah, They freaking tricked everybody with this crap, dude.
It's gonna be a dude in India.
The robot strings.
If I throw up, will the robot throw up?
A company representative may need to peer into your house via Neo's camera eyes.
Just peer into your house, Mike. Just take a peek. Just gonna take a peek in there, dude, man.
What was that company that got caught with that? They came out with this it was like AI photo recognition, and like you could do like you take any picture, we'll figure out where it was, and like, you know what I mean? And it turned out to just be this like warehouse of Indians. There was like no AI involved. They never got the technology to work.
Right. Roomba got in trouble, I thought, for recording people with the camera that they got on there.
Access the camera, yeah. See, but this is different. This is like this is clearly going to be a human controlling this robot.
Absolutely. They've already made that disclaimer because some people bought this over this past week. Apparently, people went all in.
They're pre-ordering. They won't get it until next year.
Right. Okay. So, but they pre-ordered with the thought that this robot was going to be some sort of actual robot, but in reality, this thing is just it is a robot, but it's being remotely controlled by an operator in some office somewhere. And you nailed it. Probably somewhere in India or China. Something. Yeah. And this is look at the guy who created this thing.
Jesus Christ.
Do you want this dude and any team around this guy watching you in your home? I don't know. We already live in a world where anybody and everyone is watching us, probably. I'm sure anyone could hack into whatever is behind our cameras in our homes.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But this is one of the guys. And you're going to let him walk around with this robot, putting your bed sheets away, changing, cleaning up toys in your kid's bedroom, being around your family. It's really weird.
Yeah, and you don't know who's on the other end.
I liked the Optimist. The Optimist was pretty cool. This one, not that cool. Neo.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
$20,000 to pre-order? What's it going to cost?
It makes me not too worried about our future here with the AI robots taking over. There's a lot of promises being made. Elon claiming we're like 5 years away from AI basically eliminating a lot of jobs.
He also said we're getting a flying Tesla. I don't know.
Dude, I like it. He talked about this new roadster that he's been kind of a little hush-hush about. He said in the next month or two, he's going to do a big promo, and they're going to reveal this roadster. And he, in the interview on Joe Rogan, he claimed that it'll be something that we will never forget. Some sort of spectacular reveal.
They say that about everything. Remember the two-wheel thing? What did that turn into? 10 years later, we got those stupid hoverboards that don't hover. You know what I mean? Like we got a bunch of fags on those one-wheel boards in downtown cities.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, we'll never get the hoverboard of our dreams.
No hoverboard. Come on. Back to the Future pink with the two discs on the bottom.
Come on, man. 1.21 gigawatts. What are we doing here?
It's the 40th anniversary, so the movie theater by my house is playing it.
Right. I saw that here also. I think the Alamo Draft House. I don't know if you have that in your neighborhood, but that's the theater that tends to do all these anniversary movies. We got that going on here. I brought it up at work the other day. I work with a fella in his 20s, mid-20s, has never seen Back to the Future. Blew my mind, man.
You call yourself a man?
I mean, this new Gen Z, bro, they don't know what's going on here. I even said, how did you not accidentally watch Back to the Future?
Do you know who Michael J. Fox is?
Well, if you lived in the last, and then I caught myself. If you've grown up in the last 20 years, it's possible you grew up without cable.
Oh, wow.
And in my mind, growing up in the 90s, Back to the Future was inescapable because it was on perpetual rerun on TBS and all these other channels, man. It was just every Saturday you flip on a channel and something, even if you just had the basic 5 channels, WGN was going to rock you with some Back to the Future on a Saturday afternoon.
Wow.
I'm looking at this kid, 24. He was born after 9/11. This guy maybe never even lived with reruns, right? Blew my mind.
What's a rerun?
Yeah, dude, we're just straight from Back to the Future, dude. Oh my god, man, that's crazy.
Go round,
Round and round and round and round and round, man. Isn't that mind blowing though?
That really is.
Yeah,
Whoa.
man. Well, it's crazy how in Back to the Future, Marty goes back to the 50s and the kid has never heard of a rerun. But then if Marty were to go to the future in 2025, a kid may have never heard of a rerun, dude.
Space-time continuum.
1.21 gigawatts.
Come on, it's a classic.
Yeah, dude, I was like, next thing you're gonna tell me you've never seen Blues Brothers, and he's like, what's Blues Brothers? I was,
we're on a mission from God.
Yeah, man, never heard of it, dude.
I forgot what it was. There was something in my plumbing class. These young guys were saying a phrase from a movie that they didn't know was from a movie.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
As if the phrase pulled from a movie became part of the zeitgeist, and then it regurgitated itself out, and maybe someday will be a line in a movie in the future that people didn't realize was from a movie. Yeah, man.
But I'm gonna ask the kid next on Thursday. I'm gonna ask him if he's seen Back to the Future. But yeah, it's crazy that they're born in like 03, 04.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Again, when did we start cutting the cable? When did we jump into the streaming thing?
Well, you gotta think they're not really paying attention until you're like what, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah, man. And I was
so
also
that's like 2011.
Yeah, man. I mean, these guys. I was thinking how we remember a world without YouTube. People are living in a world that they've been born into without or with only YouTube.
Only YouTube. And
right?
Netflix, when did they start streaming? That's like...
Well, Netflix was big when we were young in the...
As the DVDs.
In the early aughts because it killed Blockbuster. Because instead of having to get in your car and go to Blockbuster, you could just have it mailed to you.
Oh, so nice.
Oh, it was so convenient, man. Right? It's amazing we jumped on board with the mailing of the videos, but it took us probably another 10 to 15 years to get on board with also dropping off the food at your doorstep and the booze. Like, it's weird how the mailing...
I've said it before, I don't ever want to hear slippery slope ever again. It started with pizza delivery. Yeah. Now you're getting McDonald's and tampons delivered at the same time. It's like... slippery slope, man.
Slippery, man. Yeah,
Speaking of that, dude, can we talk about the really big news of the day here? Everybody's freaking out over shutdown and all this food stamps and everything. We have 42 million people on food stamps.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I can't get over this one, actually.
What kind of number is... That's over 10%. Was that 12% of the population?
It's a good call. Let's stop dicking around here talking Netflix and Grubhub. There's more important issues plaguing our country right now.
Grubhub let me...
With the government shutdown, now...
It made my mind go straight to fat people. And then fat people... That's what also is killing me. Everybody on food stamps is 100 pounds overweight.
Did you see the graphic? It was all of them. They're Somalians or Afghanis.
Yeah.
I want to give props where it's deserved, by the way. Below whites on the graph of people using and abusing the system for food stamps. Italians. Way to go, Italians. Below whites, right? Even the whites are using the system.
This is because Italians are like, food stamps, all I need is noodles and tomatoes. What do you guys even buy with all that money? I don't know, man. That is crazy. To have 42 million people on food stamps, is that 42 million people depend on the government for their food? And then I'll never forget this foreigner. He's a really good guy. I didn't mean that in like a derogatory term, but he comes from Europe, and he was talking about how this is the only country in the world where the poorest people get fat. Everywhere else, the poorest people are starving.
Absolutely, man. I was shocked by this. How, let's see here, nationally, 12.3% of people per month received SNAP benefits in 2024.
Jesus Christ.
It's honestly unbelievable. I had no idea this was going on. 42 million people is an absurd number. That is 1/8 of the population here in America. 1 in 8 U.S. residents
That's insane.
get on average nearly $200 a month from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. I love how food stamps became too,
It's so
racist of a term, apparently. So we got to make this crazy name for it, call it SNAP, right?
Well, that's why we got Obama. He made people feel good.
42 million, though. And again, a lot of people that are foreigners, a lot of refugees. Apparently, that's the big issue that they were having about this, how refugees now are no longer going to get their food benefits. I like how the headline doesn't read like native born homeless no longer get food, right? Or children born in America not getting food. No, the refugees. We got to worry about the refugees first, then we'll worry about the Americans.
Oh, of course. They're going to be Democrat voters.
That's right, man. Well, here's my question, first of all, because we were warned about this all week. Alex Jones almost had a seizure from talking about it nonstop. Are we in the middle of food riots? Is it a civil war? Is it civil war now, or are we going to wait till after the food riots for the civil war?
See, I think what happens is you're like, oh my God, I don't have free money from the government. I don't even have time to riot. I need to go find a job. I need to go figure out how I'm going to feed my family, which is how it should have been in the beginning, right?
Yes,
this shouldn't
man.
be a permanent thing where you just depend on the government.
Well, here's my statement about all of this, which is if by Monday morning, no food riots, right? Nobody's affected. Maybe even they figure a loophole around getting people their food stamps or whatever it is. If that's the case and we don't have the riots and we don't have the civil war, let's privatize the airlines and the DMV, keep the government shut down forever. Seriously, at this point,
Frank, you need to run for president with these kind of ideas. Jesus Christ.
Privatize the airlines, privatize the DMV, shut down the government forever. And if you need benefits from the government, you're going to have to go through some sort of Doge-like process to get those benefits.
Not forever. Here's what we do. We shut it down, and as these programs start falling off, we slowly lower that. We keep firing government employees.
Right. Yes.
Keep it shut down until the running cost is below the budget.
Great call. Absolutely.
Until we can balance the budget and maybe start working on some of that debt.
But if there's no, in my opinion, if you figured out a way, you shut down the government for 30 days, and if in that 30 days you figured out how to pay the military, run the airlines, the flights are still flying, baby.
Yeah,
I mean, I still saw chemtrails today, so we're still chemtrailing at least, right? Flights are flying. The military is militarying, right?
Military doesn't stop.
My buddy went to the DMV yesterday, got his license renewed. Okay, so what are we talking about here? The government is shut down, allegedly. What's the problem,
Now we know your buddy
man?
was white because he found his way to the DMV.
Oh, good call. Yeah. I live in Denver. I mean,
So
the
clearly a
percentages.
white guy.
Yeah, I know.
He was able to use a computer to look up where the DMV is.
Just from a percentage perspective, 80% of the people can find the DMV in Denver, Colorado. Right? That's how it works here.
Yes.
But my point is, what are we talking about with the government here? We got too much government, baby. It's too wasteful. There's too much fraud. Let's keep it shut down, all right? The only thing it was doing from my perspective was full-on, non-stop chemtrails and geoengineering. Now we just get it on Sundays, all right? So I'm okay with that, right?
No, in my opinion, all they were funding was commercials and ads, so I would not stop here about the Democrat policies and how much they hate Trump.
Yes.
That's literally,
absolutely.
It's insane how they use their money for influencers.
Honestly, the best thing that came out of this entire shutdown are the Hakimo Jeffries sombrero memes. That's the best thing we got out of all of this.
It was great. Right? And the memes of Trump dumping shit on Sisson.
Right. And, that was more tied to the No Kings, which, again, everybody immediately forgot about because all we did was talk about Trump dumping poop in an AI meme on Harry Sisson, right? That's all we got out of that. But
Yeah, 42 million people. Get up. And
It's
the
too
problem is
many, man.
I know a handful of people who get food stamps, and almost every one of them, they're with the woman. They live together, they have kids. They just
Right.
don't get married officially so that she could get food stamps.
That's how
Because
that
if they got
works?
because if they got married, their household income would be way too much.
Right on. All right, man. I gotta
So,
say, I was in the dark on this, and let's give credit to where it's due to Trump and the Republicans for basically, via the shutdown, shining a big spotlight on something Doge could never do publicly, which is look at all this fraud and waste and abuse of the system going on with the
yeah.
food benefits. I didn't know that SNAP benefits were the only benefit from the US government that you can actually exchange for actual cash. So
Well, you're not
people,
supposed to.
but they're
They
able
do it.
they're
Oh,
able to get
there
cash out of
there are
food
there
stamps.
are drug dealers who take food stamps.
Yes, that's why.
That's
But there you go. That's all
yeah.
you need to know when the question arises. Why are there 42 million people on food stamps in America?
Yeah.
Well, you can trade it in for cash.
It's a
So
government handout.
you're
You're getting
getting
50 cents on the dollar. You didn't see
free
that
money.
you didn't see that store that got busted in the ghetto? They did
I
like
know, I
$8
didn't see
million
that.
of revenue through Snap, and they show there's like literally one banana on the shelf. It's like there's nothing there's nothing there.
It was actually a grocery store run by Mamdani, actually, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. It's his future thing. SNAP benefits cut off during the shutdown. There are long lines. I saw lines at my local grocery store for some people trying to get their stuff. So apparently,
Nah.
this is a major deal. I didn't know this, but it did shine a light on it. I didn't realize there were that many people siphoning from the system. A lot of
That's
drug
insane.
dealers and drug abusers taking the benefits, trading it in for cash, perpetuating their drug abuse. And on the flip side, what we saw mostly is a lot of immigrants and refugees, a lot of illegal immigrants abusing
Yeah.
this system to both get free food and free money. And what does this do in the long run? It causes inflation for the rest of us honest, hardworking, tax-paying Americans.
Yes.
This is why
Yes.
groceries are so expensive. This is why everything is so expensive, man. It's ridiculous, dude.
Oh man, it's insane. I can't believe we're allowing this 42 million people. And all these bitches on the internet posting videos about how am I supposed to feed my 6 kids? Well, go hit up the daddy for some money, right?
Yeah, man.
It shouldn't be our problem that you can't feed your kids. Now, I don't want kids to go hungry, but stop having fucking kids with different guys, or let's make those guys pay for it.
It also just kind of seems like, I don't know, in some weird way, this all just kind of suddenly happened. Almost like,
Yeah, it just
somewhere
dawned on me.
around 2019, 2020,
Well,
it
because of COVID.
skyrocketed.
That's their excuse. It's because of
Right.
COVID.
COVID changed the rules for everything.
But there's no more COVID. So now you all go back to work. We'll stop giving you money. We should be back to pre-COVID levels.
Absolutely. We're not here in Colorado. Here in Colorado, we are really big on being pre-pandemic levels still. We allegedly have yet to get back to pre-pandemic levels of downtown traffic, which they still apparently blame on COVID.
Wow.
But the reality
Wow.
is Jared Polis kicked out Chevron, and Chevron told Colorado to pound sand, and they moved out, and with them went hundreds of thousands of jobs, people who used to go downtown and purchase things, like coffee, lunch, right? They're gone.
Yeah.
And here
Plus, you
we
don't
are.
think there are people who are like, well, they closed down. I'm never going there. You know
Yes,
what I mean? Like, I want to live somewhere that's never going to close down.
absolutely, man. So the
That's why you
Snap
come to
thing,
Indiana.
this Snap thing's really funny to me because I think it's just emblematic of America as a whole right now, and it's all you need to do, or it's all you need to look at to understand why guys like Mandami are so successful running in New York.
Yes.
Because SNAP benefits, that is socialism, my man. And this is what a lot of people want. They want this. They want the government giving them free money, free food. There's a lot of people in our age group, millennials, Gen Z, and younger, who are all in on Mam Danny and the whole socialist movement because we've been totally screwed over by at least two major financial downfalls, 2008 crisis and then 2020. And so we got nothing to show for it. And on top of all of that, the boomers refused to let go of their homes they bought 30 years ago. And so we're all totally fucked. And we're like, okay, you know what? Just have the government give us everything now because we got nothing, man.
I'll live in this 1-bedroom subsidized apartment.
But this is why I think Ma'am Danny is winning. And the Ma'am Danny thing, I don't know if you've been following him at all, but
he's gonna win.
I don't know, bro. I'm kind of
He's
on the other
gonna
side
win.
of this. I still believe I'm still sticking with my original call. I stand by my prediction. Cuomo's going to win in the most improbable, outrageous, so in your face, obviously stolen election that the extreme left, the Ma'am Dannies out there, the AOC people, the Bernie bros, right? They're going to completely divide, I believe, from the neocon leftist moderates. And I think it's going to be so outrageous that they're going to split the party. They're going to accuse them of stealing the election. I'm telling you right now. Yes, man. I think we're going to finally get the exposure.
Predicted 94% to win.
94%?
Yeah, dude.
What, dude? Wow, man.
And don't tell me people who shouldn't be voting aren't voting in these elections. Have you seen this Prop 50 vote in California?
No, I haven't.
Bro, for like 2 weeks, I've been seeing on Twitter, I voted yes for Prop 50 today. I voted. Yeah, I'm like, when the fuck is this thing? The voting day's not for 2 more days. It's Tuesday. And all these people have been voting for weeks now. I'm assuming there's mail-in. I'm assuming there's,
Oh, are you kidding? Here in Colorado, I voted last November for this election. Actually, it was incredible. I filled it in pre-filled.
I already voted Trump 2028.
Yeah. It's great here. You just circle Republican and they just do it for you, right? Yeah, there you go.
They throw it out? Is it?
Yeah, it goes right in the trash. That's right.
They can see through the envelope. Like in California where they could see how you voted.
Honestly, at this point, though, you might as well, because for here in Denver or in Colorado for this election, I get past half the first sentence and it says, the first sentence always, shall we raise taxes? And I'm like, no, over like down the line. Anything that says, shall we raise, the second raise enters the conversation, I'm circling that big fat no, baby. We're raising nothing.
Stop
nothing.
Raising taxes.
No more raising. No more regulation. In fact, if it starts with an R, it's a no. I don't care what is following R.
Yeah, no raising, no regulating.
Nothing, man.
Get out of here.
I'm no across the board on everything.
Get out of here.
In fact, let's stop electing people. Just no more elections. Kick out Jared Polis. Let's shut down the government.
Dude, fucking this morning we're all just chilling there eating, and somebody said something about property taxes, and then
yeah, man.
Nona just goes, "Oh, could you guys look at this?" Because sometimes she gets the letters and she doesn't really understand what it's saying. Cook County is reassessing anybody with the senior freeze.
I'm not even sure what that means, man. Yeah.
So like when you turn 65, you get the senior freeze.
Right.
So that's it. Whatever year you get the senior exemption. I think hers is like 2006 or something.
This is on taxing, like any kind of property tax.
Property tax.
Okay.
It's just the property tax. So hers is frozen at whatever her property tax was in 2006.
Right?
2007, around there. Now they're saying, hey, remember when we gave you that freeze 20 years ago? Well, we should have been taxing you more back then. So we're going to have to now reassess it. And essentially, we had this plan where like seniors wouldn't get their taxes raised, but now we're so desperate for money. And the only people not leaving Illinois are people who have frozen taxes.
What they should write on the paperwork that gets sent to these elderly retired folk is, you see, what had happened is after 2006, we accidentally allowed in millions of migrants. And so now we got to raise your taxes.
Got to raise your taxes. Don't worry, though. It's just this one time.
And look, has nothing to do with Brendan Johnson or Lori Lightfoot or the fact that they just flooded the city with migrants in order to boost their chances to
just
stay in
handed
power.
out millions of dollars.
Nothing to do with that. Oh man. Well, Mike,
so insane.
I'm telling you, man. I'm sticking to my call. The greatest election steal, second greatest election steal in modern times. They're saying already Andrew Cuomo narrows the gap against Ma'am Danny in the mayoral race, man. Yeah. And I love New York Post. Look how they put Ma'am Danny there with just like a bunch of hardline terrorist Muslims right behind him, just to really send home the point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's one of the 9/11 hijackers, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's his aunt. That's the aunt that couldn't wear the hijab. Here's the problem with the Democrats, though, right? They're like, we got this guy Trump in 2016. They're like, we got this guy Trump. We think anybody could beat him. So let's put out Hillary Clinton, who nobody likes. And there's no way she could ever, you know what I mean? And then just like the Zimbani guy, whatever, they're like, we got to beat him. Let's send out Cuomo, the guy who killed everybody's grandma and grabbed the ass of their mom, you know?
Yeah, man. Nobody cares about the sex stuff. It never really, I think, affects anybody. Honestly, nowadays, it's all vulgarity now. We got people swearing left and right on their little TikTok videos they put. Like, look at Swalwell's videos and stuff. So
stupid.
All that stuff. But look at this guy, man. They're pushing the Muslim movement, man. This is happening in Minnesota, too.
Oh, Minnesota, yeah.
You seen this guy in Minnesota? He looks like a cartoonish villain.
Insane.
He looks like the guy who entrapped Aladdin in the second movie.
The Will Smith one.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
Ma'am Danny is probably going to win.
That's the Somali, right?
Yeah, the Somali guy in Minnesota who looks like a cartoon character
hijacked,
villain.
Tom Hanks.
Yes,
on a
dude.
boat.
He looks like that guy. Yeah, this is my boat now, right?
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, don't go to Minnesota.
Right, or New York, apparently. If Ma'am Danny wins, it's going to be a funny situation. I don't think he's going to be able to pull off a lot of what he says he's going to do. No. And that's why I've been kind of laughing along with this whole thing with the guy. I think you're right. He probably will win because the economy is so shitty for so many people below the age of 55. So all these people are going all in on this guy. He's their version of Bernie. Bernie's too old now and obviously not running in New York. But dude, Mindami, he's Trump for the left, man. He's leftist Trump. That's what he is.
Yeah, people just want something different.
Right.
You know, they want Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer to go home, retire. Everybody.
Yes.
You know, Mitch McConnell. I can't believe every time somebody brings up Mitch McConnell, I'm like, he's still there?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Actually, every time his name is in the news, it's because he fell down walking.
He can't. What is he doing there? Go home, retire. You're too old, man.
Ma'am Danny's whole thing is freeze the rent. They've been chanting it at his rallies. They're like, freeze the rent. It's lock her up for the left. Freeze the rent, lock her up. Ma'am Danny is populist, leftist, communist Trump. That's what he is. He's probably going to win. Trump won on similar energy. Did he lock anybody up? No. Not really. Maybe this time around, though. You know, I think I see Trump's kind of got a whole different game plan for round two.
Dude, I love how like you got Whoopi on The View and all these fucking dumb liberals who are like, why are they even investigating an old president? Who would dare investigate an ex-president?
Right.
Dude, you guys went after him. It was literally a witch hunt for him. As soon as he left office, you didn't even wait till he left office. You impeached him 3 days before he left office and then arrested him for fucking 94 felonies.
Oh, man. There's so much to unpack with that one, actually. Well, first of all, they're going after Biden for President Autopen, essentially.
Yeah, for the pardons.
Right. I got a little clip to kind of explain it. You want to dig down that route? We can do a big deep dive here for the next 30 minutes or so.
Let's do it.
I got some great stuff on all of it, to be totally honest. So first things first, we got James Comer, who's been leading the charge on a story nobody wants to talk about in the media. It's really funny.
And I didn't even think it was possible. He's just a gayer Lindsey Graham.
He's gayer Lindsey Graham.
What
I know.
is going on in the South?
Well, you know those Southern dandies, Mike. They got to keep things tight in the closet, right? Not like guys like me in Denver, 3/4, driving the Subaru around. No, not a care in the world. No one's judging me, man.
Was this guy only drinking the water that turns the frogs gay?
No Brita filter on my tap water, please.
Him and Lindsay, best friends.
Maybe James Comer is those precious minerals Lindsay's been talking about all this time.
This is terrible.
All right, so we got.
And the worst part is he's the younger one. I would imagine this guy.
Yeah, I think I know. That's right.
Or the House.
Just don't get James Comer, Lindsey Graham, and Speaker Mike Johnson alone in the same room with no cameras. That's all I'm trying to say, right? I'm not specifically calling anyone out here, but I'm just saying when these three guys are in town, I bet there's a lot of action on Grindr. A lot of data just going through Grindr. Yeah.
That's why they had to raise the rate of for electricity. Especially around DC. Okay, I got to give it to Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is 70 years old.
Yeah, well, I think living gay is a great way to stay young. You know what I'm saying? It's good for the skin.
This guy's 53.
Wow. Looks fantastic, man. Yeah.
This guy looks older than Lindsey Graham.
I can't tell what's going on anymore. And, for me, as a guy who just turned 40, everybody looks fantastic now. It's funny when you get older, you're like, you look great for your age. Everybody looks so great for their age. I'm like, oh, you look spectacular. How'd you get so young? Because in your mind, as you age, you want to maintain that youth, right? So you tell other people who are older looking, they look young. You look even younger. You're feeling better about yourself, right?
Yeah. Good call. I gotta start doing that.
It's 4D chess. All right, so
I'm over here bald, making fun of this guy.
So we got James Comer here giving us the lowdown on President Autopen.
Then the report is 100% accurate, and the pardons need to be declared null and void immediately. I would go further, but now this is me, and I would hold some of these people accountable for misrepresenting the president's health and for abusing their power as a bureaucrat in the White House that was essentially forging the president's name on pardons. I mean, you could ask a lot of questions. I know some of the people that were pardoned from Kentucky, these are wealthy Democrat donors. We heard from Jeff Zients that Hunter Biden was in the room where the decision-making was taking place on the pardon. Look, I don't think we need...
I want everyone to process this for a second. Hunter Biden was one of the main figureheads in the rooms in the White House making decisions for the Biden administration.
So crazy.
Just allow yourself to process the fact that, and please take a little time. Go check out some of the contents of the Hunter Biden laptop. Just one of them, not the three. You don't have to go digging in all three. Just one of them.
It does make me feel better that we didn't have an alcoholic in charge. Because crack probably better than alcohol. So,
great call, man.
Rather have a crackhead than an alcoholic.
It is a little comforting to know that our government was running on crack as opposed to alcohol. Right?
Right now we got Pete Hegseth. What a mess! Look at the what a disaster.
Need to say any more on this show about Hunter Biden being in the room with pardons when people have the potential to maybe be paying for pardons. We didn't go that route. We just tried to investigate the Autopen and the president's health and mental fitness. But I think the Department of Justice could go a lot further. I mean, to have Hunter Biden in the room talking about any pardons, I mean, that's pretty bad in itself. But a guy that we proved, John, and you all have reported on many
times. It does
times,
explain how they got 2,500 done in one day.
Dude, no,
all right, let's go. We got to sign these things.
Hand me that crack pipe.
2 at a time.
He's actually giving the AutoPen machine some crack while it's kind of signing through, right? It's puffing away on the crack pipe. Him and Hunter.
This is so crazy. This was the 4 years.
It's insane to think, though, in that because, dude,
it
was a frantic moment there. Dude, you and we were like waking up the next morning and they're like, there's another 1,000 people pardoned by Joe Biden. And you're just like, how did that old man do it, man? That's crazy.
He stayed up all night. The man who pooped his pants in front of the Pope.
But now it makes sense. You got Hunter there with the auto pen, smoking crack, just like pumping paper through that auto pen machine.
Dude.
Yeah,
DC crack straight from the CIA source, you know.
So it is really intense to realize that Hunter and maybe one of the more evil people in this whole scene, Jill Biden, the one who willfully offered up her senile husband to be completely taken advantage of by all these evil, monstrous, demonic creatures that were around him, pushing everything through the auto pen. But at the very last minute, right, after you pump through Fauci and the Jan 6th committee that they pardoned with that auto pen, at the very last moment, Hunter stops the auto pen and says, "No, Dad, you signed this one yourself with your hand." And it's his pardon, bro. Come on. That's evil on another level, because that's Hunter realizing very smartly at the very last minute, no, you got to do this with your own hand, man, because
it shows that they knew.
They knew it was illegal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so the best part about all of this, in my opinion, is that, honestly, I don't know if anything's going to ever come of this. It seems like Trump is kind of hell-bent on going after his political opponents, who, in all fairness, spent the last 10 years relentlessly trying to destroy his political and financial career.
As soon as he left the presidency, they went after him. Letitia James ran on the slogan of going after Trump, or on the policy of going after Trump. That was her whole platform.
Yes. And we're going to hit it after this. They did the Russian collusion before Trump even went down that golden escalator.
Wow.
Danger Close by Patrick Byrne. I highly recommend this book. Very quick, very interesting. But if you want a very concise rundown of it, we're going to play a clip of it in a little bit. Hear the man's interview on Adam Carolla's show from this week. Very fantastic interview.
Yeah.
But my favorite part about all of this is the left now clutching their pearls over the fact that we're going after Biden and everybody else.
He's weaponizing the DOJ, Frank.
As if
it.
As if it didn't happen throughout the last 10 years, or at least the last 4 years. How many indictments? 99 criminal
90-something felonies. Yeah,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. And all of them were shit nobody's ever been charged with before. You literally changed the laws in New York to go after him for a rape case that's shaky at best.
How's E. Jean Carroll doing with her millions of dollars that she got from a rape case no one can remember when it occurred, and they had to change laws in order to make it happen, right? Well,
insane.
Let's clutch our pearls together with Bebop and Rocksteady himself.
What is going on here?
She's fading away, folks. When it comes to Wegovy and Ozempic, take that stuff seriously, all right? It's gonna suck you into yourself, into a black hole, basically.
She's starting to look like Morgan Freeman more and more.
They're all getting really weird. Have you seen Bradley Cooper recently?
No.
Oh, dude, he looks really weird, man. Actually, there was a commercial on TV, and Emma and I were watching, and Emma just like looked up and said, "Oh my God, what happened to Bradley Cooper?" I was like, yeah, man, that's too far, dude, with the Wegovy.
It's got to be hard to be a beautiful person. You know?
I think that's the issue, man. The beautiful, you know what? Marilyn Manson nailed it with the beautiful people, my man.
Yeah.
Classic song. So here's Whoopi now, and this is the left's reaction to these indictments coming down the pike about the auto pen. People could go to jail for the auto pen. And that was a little loud on my side. How's it coming through on your end there? Yeah. Whoopi, take it easy.
It's kind of crazy. You know, I kind of agree with him. If you, instead of investigating a man who's...
Whoopi, maybe a little less vodka before the morning recording there.
Been hanging out with Kamala? Jesus Christ.
No longer in office. I would like y'all to find out why the U.S. military is striking vessels.
And hold on, I almost forgot to hit this guy there. All right, might sound a little better this way.
Without verifying who's in them.
Yeah.
I want the government shut down to figure out what's going on because it's getting ready to be the longest one in history. SNAP benefits are about to run out. Soybean farmers in financial crisis. And of course, there is the unreleased Epstein files.
Yeah, Mike, come
I love
on,
it.
man.
Now everybody's worried about the Epstein files.
We're wasting our time with this. And like he's not even president anymore. And what about Epstein, bro? Come on.
Plus, why would you go after an ex-president? That's just unheard of, Frank. It's unheard of.
Yeah. So I love how they think it's ridiculous to go after an ex-president. It's in the past. It's old news, man. Old news. What are we doing here? Leave the guy alone. Even though that's what we did for the last 4 years.
I know.
Just completely, just endlessly go after Trump.
And I forgot you said it. I forgot they pardoned the Jan 6 committee.
That's crazy.
Hilarious. That's when you guys did some shit. Did you hear about how they destroyed all their records?
Yes, actually. Well, what exactly? Like they burned them or they incinerated them?
Yeah, they did their investigation. They did their report and then burned everything.
That's what totally legit organizations do when everything's on the up and the up, right?
Yeah,
that's nothing to see here. We're just gonna burn everything before you can look at it.
We told you everything we know.
I had no idea that they got rid of everything. I just know that
expensive inquiry in our history.
Right. They spent more on the Jan 6th committee than they did 9/11 committee,
9/11.
than
JFK.
the JFK committee. And in all fairness, I think in the time of JFK, it was a lot cheaper to pull a lie over the general public back then. You only had to control a couple news channels. You didn't have to cover the internet and all the other social medias and all that jazz, right? So, back then, you just had to pay off Walter Cronkite and you could pass the lie off to everybody else, right?
Yeah, right. 9.3 million on the cost of the committee there.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
It's expensive to push a lie in the modern age. I think that's, folks, propaganda doesn't come cheap, okay? I think that's the one thing we learned from Legacy of Ashes, right?
Yeah. It's hilarious because Nancy Pelosi kept saying she's trying to say she didn't turn down the National Guard, but even the head of the National Guard was like, "No, she said she didn't want us there."
Yeah, and I thought we have that incredible footage when randomly, coincidentally, Nancy Pelosi had her daughter and that documentary HBO film crew just there on the spot, catching the real moments live, man. When Nancy
she said she was gonna punch him in the face.
I'm gonna march over there and punch him right in the face. She had the mask on. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Did you see that meme Trump posted? And it was him putting the crown on, and then it cut to them when they were all wearing their dashikis.
Wow.
And they took the knee inside the COVID circle with the mask. Remember that?
I remember that scene. I didn't know there was a meme going around about it.
It blew my mind. That sums up 2020, the craziness of 2020.
Yeah,
those Democrat leaders, dashiki in mask, in a circle, 6 feet away from each other, taking a knee and putting their heads down, and Nancy Pelosi trying so hard to look like she cares.
That was 2020 in one image, bro. The mask on the knee, white person with a dashiki, bowing down to the overlord St. George Floyd, right? Fat black dude who died of a fentanyl overdose, who we now worship as a god. And we're rioting, baby. We're burning down cities left and right, man.
Justice, Frank. Justice. This man passed off a fake $20 bill and then overdosed on fentanyl. So we locked up one cop for 25 years and 3 other cops for 3 to 5.
Absolutely. Justice, man. The best thing that will come out of George Floyd and all of that is, and I truly, genuinely believe this, in about 10 to 15 years or so, we're going to have a phenomenal politician out there named Kyle Rittenhouse. And he's going to make some major, awesome change, I believe, in our society. I believe he'll be there to battle that dickhole David Hogg, right? Those two are going to be...
David's
right?
gone, dude.
David
is gone.
Dude, poor David. he decided to rise the ranks in the Democratic Party right when they just completely denied all white straight men. They're like, no, white straight men, you are not allowed in this party anymore.
David, would it kill you to suck a dick or two, my man? Come on. You suck one dick, you claim non-binary the rest of your life.
Let me look at Pete Buttigieg. He's practically a presidential candidate at this point. All it took was one dick. All right, that's it. You know?
Come on, man. How bad do you want this?
Tucker Carlson swears Pete Buttigieg is actually a straight man pretending to be gay in order to have risen the ranks of the Democratic Party.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but it's a terrible plan because you're not going to make the presidency.
But it got him in the White House.
Transportation secretary? That's
in the White
House. The worst one in history.
Well, but in the White House, look at where's Gavin Newsom? He wasn't in the White House during that run. And,
good call.
And
good
they're
call,
already
Gavin.
shitting on Gavin for basically not being a good candidate. I mean, he's already
terrible.
Well, he's the slimiest guy on the planet.
I keep blowing people's mind because I forgot the guy's name. See, he's so forgettable. I always ask him, who do you think is the transportation secretary now?
Oh, Besant.
And everybody always forgets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, yeah, that's how it should be. That's how it was before Pete Buttigieg was the worst one in history.
Right. Well, you smell that? There's no black cloud smoke in the air. Actually, there's no train derailment near me. No black cloud smokes. I didn't see any doors flying off of airplanes, by the way. Which the head of American Airlines went out there and said, "Do you want to know why we had doors flying off of airplanes and planes colliding with each other in the runways? Because of Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg was actually the worst transportation secretary in the history of the position. And he's the whole, and he said, look at what's going on right now. This was actually in context of the shutdown. And he came out and said, look, the only reason it's functioning right now is because Donald Trump loves flying and he's really big on maintaining primacy, being a fantastic hub for flights internationally. And that's supposed to be something America's really great at. And so Trump is making sure, and his team, the people behind the transportation section, they're on it. Even though we're shut down, they're still making it happen.
Yes.
If we were in a Biden administration right now, could you imagine what kind of shit show the flights would be right now?
Well, first of all, 30 days. Pete's not even back from vacation.
Oh, no,
he's got 2 months.
He's still breastfeeding his 2 adopted kids, Mike. Come on, man.
He's taking 60 days at a time, Yeah, needs a break. No, yeah, if you're really good at your job and you got one of these secretary positions, nobody should know who you are.
Great call, dude. That's why we'll forever remember the only Secretary of Transportation in our lifetime, Pete Buttigieg. We'll never remember anybody else.
Because it wasn't just one thing, dude. It was the East Palatine, the train tipped over, and then they set the contents on fire, which was like
the black smoke cloud.
Black smoke over America. And then you had the boat that hit the bridge.
Oh, in Maryland.
The Francis P. Scott Bridge. Yeah, no, that was people. Like, dude, there were so many. The planes with the doors. There were so many things.
And I don't even know if we can blame it on him, but I'm going to. That Chinese balloon that floated across America for 2 months. Yeah, I'm throwing that up. You know what's
that was everything.
This is how bad he was at being transportation secretary. I couldn't even tell you the name of the transportation secretary during 9/11. And we should all know that guy. No,
that guy really dropped the ball.
He really fucked up, dude. Nobody knows him, man.
Yeah.
Well, either way,
and they're saying Pete Buttigieg might be their best candidate.
I know.
Which is like,
well, at this point,
on.
Who's better, Pete Buttigieg, who polls at 0% with the black community, or Gavin Newsom, who goes onto a podcast with the black community and claims he was raised like a black kid, man?
Dude,
that's like, who's your better candidate? Mike, Gavin was just stacking up the Wonder Breads, man, making the grilled cheese and eating the mac and cheese, baby.
How do you guys not realize how racist you are? You go on this black podcast and you're like, no, I'm practically black. I didn't have a father growing up. He left.
Right. Just like you guys.
Just like you guys.
I was eating Wonder Bread sandwiches, just like you, homeboys.
And I went outside and tossed the ball around, just like you. In the meantime, I mean, these guys probably, how do you know how they grew up?
And Gavin, he what was it? I saw him recently making the rounds here.
Dude,
Yeah,
the hand motions are killing me with this guy.
did you see?
Put your hands up. You are literally Will Ferrell in what's that NASCAR movie?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
He's like he's doing this thing. He's doing a lot of like he's bringing them forward, bringing them back. You know what I mean? He's moving. We're compartmentalizing. We're rubbing. It's crazy. Put the hands down, man. Put them down.
He just did this Meet the Press earlier today or yesterday. I think it was today.
Did you see the leg cross?
I couldn't. I immediately tweeted it out, dude. And I have it right here. Let's see. Look at this guy.
Oh man. See, now he's doing this thing now where the bottom leg is actually going to the right instead of like it being planted.
It's messing with my head. It's like looking at one of those Rorschach artist things where what's that thing from Inception where the stairs all connect in different dimensions, right? That's kind of what he's doing with his legs here.
It's crazy.
That's the Obama, though. He's doing the full Obama. This is an amazing technique. You actually have to tuck your entire ball sack into your anus in order to fully pull this off. So
I mean, this guy's trying. He's trying so hard to look non-threatening. That's the problem.
Adam Carolla always talks about how it's a signal to all the other Democrats out there, like I'm in the club, right?
Like I might be a man, but I'm not a real man. Look how I cross my legs.
Right.
I'm one of you.
I'm one of you weirdos who cross your legs like that. Obama's the only one who goes that far with it. And I think I saved it because it was just too ridiculous. And oh yeah, here it is. And you don't even need to watch it with the sound. That's what's so crazy about it. Here with Gavin. The hand gestures are just absolutely absurd with this guy. And should we do audio with it just so we get an idea?
Yeah.
All right. So here we got. Here's
Audio
Gavin.
podcast.
I don't think he takes himself seriously, but he iterates. He throws things out.
Look at that.
And he plays with it. And he's
So first of all, for the visual observers here, Gavin doesn't know sign language. This is not sign language. I just want to clear this up for everybody. He's not speaking in a sign language you've never seen before. All right.
He articulates. It doesn't even make sense. He articulates.
My favorite move is when he does the thumbs up rubbing of the hands. He goes weird. Like, yeah, oh, dude, it's so creepy. It gives me the willies, man. This guy's a freak of nature, dude. And this interview,
he's doing what he thinks humans do.
Yeah.
Right? No, this is what humans do with their hands, right?
So he's gonna keep doing these. From a context perspective, I have no idea what he's talking about here. It doesn't even matter.
He's talking about Trump.
And it manifests, meaning once a mind is stretched, it never goes back to its original form. And that's my concern. The more we're talking about this, and we need to be, what he's doing with mass agents,
like how stupid do you think we are that we need your hand motions?
Right. I looked it up. I actually did a bit of a grok dive on it, and my main question was, what is the psychological element here? What is he's clearly been coached by somebody from a psychological perspective on how to distract. I think that's what it is. So in my opinion, if I'm smart enough to know what I'm saying is stupid and has zero substance, I'm going to distract you with each and every word that I say out there coming towards you. So that way, I'm not actually saying anything, but look at all my hand motions. They're actually distracting you from the words.
Distraction. And almost like you must know what you're saying because you're like describing it with the hands.
But at the end of the day, we don't even know what he said. We're talking about how tightly wound up his nuts are into his butt sack because of how he's crossing his legs, which might also be a distraction on top of the hand motion distraction. Like if you get past my hand motions and how weird this is, you won't stop talking about how hard my legs are crossed into my nutsack. And so I think that's the psychological element here.
And he's been doing hours and hours of podcasts and interviews And the only thing I know about him is he hates Trump.
Right.
There's no like
Yes,
actual
yeah.
policy on how you're gonna fix California,
Right.
or I mean, just bring it back to the one,
Isn't that
what
the
it
truth
was.
with the Democratic Party, though? I've been saying this for a long time, which is, what's your idea, man? Because I'll tell
Oh.
you, your biggest
Oh, yeah.
complaint with Trump is he ran on these ideas, and oh my God, he's doing what he said he was going to
Yes.
do. And I know that's shocking because your guy previously literally reneged on every promise he threw out during his campaign. How is your student loan debt forgiveness going out there, everybody on the left?
Wow.
Yeah,
good
man.
call.
It was
Are we-
pizza
are we-
every day and Taco Tuesday with this guy, and you guys got nothing, man.
Are we building a lot of chips in America?
Right? Well, the only chip...
We spend billions of dollars. Any chips being built?
Bro, great call. The only action we got on chips in this country was after Trump was election, with Maher taking the poison out of the potato chips. That's the only action we got with chips, man.
It's so insane.
Which
Inflation Reduction Act, how'd that go?
Yeah, man. Excellent call. And I want to reiterate, how's RFK Jr. doing? No one's talking about this guy because
Yeah.
complete
good.
success in 10 months
Too
with
good.
the Maha movement.
Him
man.
and Tom Homan must have dropped off the face of the
Yeah,
earth.
who?
Because, Tom Homan?
Whatever do you mean? It's like, yeah, because shockingly, most Americans, regardless of your political beliefs, kind of agree we should maybe close up the southern border. And
Get rid of the criminals.
hey, you know what? Can we get the petroleum dyes out of our kids' candy for once? Like maybe let's stop poisoning our kids. I think we can all get behind that, man.
Now a lot of people around here are talking about ICE. All these 'cause I was working in one of the Latino neighborhoods over by Midway. And that's literally all they talked about is how much they hate Trump and how unfair it is. They were like, dude, but this guy was telling me this story about his neighbor, right? And he's like, he starts off the story with, can you believe these fucking Nazi Gestapo? They arrested my neighbor, just a fucking innocent mother of three, arrested her for no reason. She's a citizen. They arrested her.
Wow.
Like ICE arrested her? She's a citizen? Well, not ICE. Somebody, I forgot what one of the other federal
DHS
cops,
or
that are,
ATF.
they're going with ICE.
Right.
Because ICE is being attacked by these people.
Of course.
They're there to arrest the citizens and put them in regular jail, right?
Wow.
And,
yes.
He's like, no, these guys, they arrested her. All she did was run out in the street and get in front of their SUV to cuss them out about it. He's like, can you believe it? They arrested her for impeding. What the fuck is impeding? What is impeding? That's not even a thing. She's a citizen. You can't just arrest a citizen. Like, dude, if you interfere with federal officers doing their job, it doesn't matter if you're a citizen or they're going to arrest you. You can't just.
Yeah. Holy cow.
You can't just do that. You can't just run in front of a car. You know what I mean? Full of officers.
I don't know where this phenomenon came from where regular fat suburban women are like, I'm going to just thrust my body in front of this vehicle and they're going to stop because I'm a woman. You know,
and then the
totally
shock
nuts.
that these guys are going to get out of the car and arrest you. You threw yourself. You know what I mean?
Never go full retard.
I'm in shock that you're in shock. You know, I can't believe you can't believe this is happening. You know what I mean? And you see these videos where these women are getting arrested and they're like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Is what you wanted, right?
Yes.
Isn't this what you wanted by doing these protests?
Right. And I hate to break it to all these suburban leftist Karens out there. Before you even ask, yes, we voted for this. This is exactly what we voted for. You're seeing it play out, man.
That was the best part. I was like, damn, dude, that happened right in front of your house? Because his neighbors, no, they drove by to go to this store where they arrested this guy, right?
Yeah.
She followed them. He said these people, when they see them, they get in their cars and then they follow them, honking their horn and yelling out the window to tell everybody to go inside because ICE is coming. So they
man.
did this the entire way.
course.
Then they were going to arrest the guy at his job. It's so funny.
Again, this harkens back to my whole thing about everybody pretending, oh, the cosplay Civil War. I'm gonna strap it on and go out there. Like, no, you fat idiots. All of you are fat idiots, and you watch too much Netflix and you video game too much, and you're living in this fantasy world, and then you get the propaganda from MSNBC, and Morning Joe's out there, and he's like, yeah, throw yourself out in front of a car, and these fat Karens are going out there throwing themselves in front of cars, thinking they're superheroes, when in reality, you're just a fat lunatic, and you're gonna go to jail for breaking the law. You're breaking the law.
You're
gonna go to jail.
You're gonna get a felony. And here's the funniest part. Your fat ass just got a felony. And that guy still got deported.
I know. Yeah.
What did you accomplish?
Breaking news. How's Abrigo Garcia doing? Well, I guarantee he's in some jail somewhere. I guarantee it.
Last I read, he was like mad because he would have rather been at the first place.
Right. Well, because now he's in like
it just
Zimbabwe.
got worse and worse. Yeah, it just got worse and worse.
I think Trump shipped him out to Darfur, where he's being persecuted for being Christian at this point. So, he's like, please, send me back to El Salvador. I beg you.
Now he's taking it all back. No, that cross, not Christian. It's MS-13. MS-13. I don't care what you saw on the news. It's MS-13.
Yes, man. Oh, how quickly we forget. We are goldfish.
Yeah, Brio Garcia.
He's gone, man.
Another one, dude. Come on. It's ridiculous. The whole thing is retarded. Listen.
Another one.
I heard you.
If you don't like it, don't throw yourself in front of a car. Don't get arrested for these people. Vote. Right?
Yes.
Vote.
Absolutely,
That's
man.
all you can do.
No, you people should have been throwing yourself in front of the SUVs that were coming to chain up the playgrounds or shut down restaurants during the pandemic.
Yes.
You should have been throwing yourselves in front of those draconian, evil, authoritarian people.
Or the buses of immigrants coming up from the border.
Yes,
How about
man.
just stop
yes,
the immigrants coming?
absolutely.
We talked about it on here. It's the same thing with crime.
Right.
You guys went soft on crime because you didn't want to hurt the black community. Well, now you're going to have to go in, double down. And, and a lot of innocent people are going to get swept up in you trying to roll the crime back in. You know what I mean? Just like the immigrants. You let all these people in, great, but now we got to get rid of them. And some of you that wouldn't have gotten swept up are going to get swept up.
That's right, man. Yeah. And again, we voted for it because it got so bad. You let it get so bad. And same thing with the BLT sandwich community. Right?
Yes.
Hey, look, it's all gone now. Not only you pushed it so far, you had the drag queen story hour with the little kids, and then you're like, now this dude is gonna be naked in the locker room with the little girls. Okay, well, now we're throwing it all out. Okay, maybe there was nothing wrong with the drag queen story hour, but it doesn't matter anymore. It's all gone. We're done with all of it. All right. So,
and you know what? I don't think people realize, like, especially if you're a blue collar worker, these immigrants that they flood the communities with, they lower your wages.
Absolutely, man.
You know what I mean? And then on top of that, you're taking my tax money and giving them handouts.
And then they're turning around and breaking into your cars and vans and stealing your equipment, and there's nothing you could do about it.
You're killing the blue collar workers.
Absolutely. Right. And Democrats, meanwhile, why we're not connecting with voters? What's going on here? I don't understand why
young men,
tax-paying citizens who work for a living, they just don't seem to like us anymore for some reason. Mike, I can't believe I'm saying it. No doubt about it, sir. This is the fastest hour in the universe. I want to thank everyone for hanging out, enjoying the good times and great oldies. We got plenty more to come to here in the next hour. We got to do that clip I mentioned about the this fella here. Who's going to give us the lowdown on when Russian collusion started and how deep that rabbit hole really goes. And then we have quite a bit more to hit up, man. I think we barely even scratched the surface on the docket. We got Bill Gates with a new climate message.
So
and,
funny.
Hey, man, Trump going nuclear. We got so much to do. So much to say.
Right. I got a great song, man. You're going to love this one.
DJ Rodfather
This is
here.
one of the funniest songs ever made, if you listen to the lyrics.
Yes,
it's
man.
one of the funniest songs ever.
Oh, man, I'm excited for this one. We'll be back after this short intermission. Yeah, all right, man.
She was black
sure it was a dream. Ain't no difference if you're black or white. Brothers, you know what I mean. Louie, 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 Louie. Louie, 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 Louie. Louie, 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 Louie. Louie, Louie, you're gonna cry. Louie, 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 Louie. Louie, 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 Louie. Louie, 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 Louie. Louie, Louie, you're gonna cry. Louie, 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 Louie. Louie, 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 Louie. Louie, 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 Louie.
Yeah. All right, man. What a rocker, dude.
How good of a song.
Yeah. Louie.
Brother
Louie.
Louie. Oh, I can't see you there, man. What are you coming back?
Oh, did it not click over there? Let's see here. How about now?
No, just seeing the picture there.
All right. Kind of strange. And
Maybe I
Yeah.
got. Can you see me?
yeah, I can see you. Yeah, man.
I gotta refresh here.
I mean, maybe. I don't know how it works. We do have Bill Gates on the docket here, so it's very
You
possible.
put him on the fucking video and everything.
I
It's
know, yeah.
got- Oh no. I'm not
Here.
refreshing.
And yeah. Now,
No, not refreshing.
go back to this guy. All right, I'll refresh it for you. I can do the refresh to be fresh. No stranger to the refresh to be fresh. I'm always a fan, to be totally honest. But I do think I doubled up here. I did the Bill Gates.
Hello.
All right, yeah.
All right. There
Can
we
you
go.
can you see me now?
Seeing you, seeing me.
Touching me, touching you? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I named my cat Leo, but then I kept calling him Louie, and then I kept singing the song, and I'm like, oh, his name's Louie. It's Leo. So I was like, fuck it. His name's Louie. We're calling him Louie.
All right. Yeah, I like it. You don't have to pick the name right off the bat. You can play around with it. It's been an exciting week, I got to say, for myself. So you got Louie or Leo.
Louie.
Louie. Yeah, man. And I have I don't have any new pictures. It's not loading unfortunately here. But we got ourselves a little guy. A new
Saw
one.
that.
A little orange fella. He's teeny. They got a dumpster of kittens apparently and rescued them. And so he's a part of this whole litter. He's really like, I want to say less than a few weeks. He's like 4 weeks old basically. He's
Wow,
absolutely tiny. And we've been going through all of these names. Emma was calling him George and then Jerry. And I said, you're picking the lamest names from the cast of Seinfeld. We should go Kramer or Newman if we're going to do names. And she loved Newman. We were going to do Newman for a little bit. She's been jumping around different names though. So we haven't landed on anything yet. He's still so little, but it is really wild that we got this little guy. I was holding him yesterday and he was just so teeny. He fits in my hand basically. And it was just, he was purring so loud and just tiny little ball of warmth. And it was the total opposite experience of just 1 month ago when I was holding on to that old cat, holding his little paws. They're putting him down and just feeling that cold little guy. And as he fades away. There's your little Mang there. Louis, we were just talking about you,
Because I
man.
said his name, he came out.
Yeah, man. And so it was such a wild experience sitting there yesterday with this opposite, equally frail, almost little guy, but with all this extra warmth and
Life.
energy and excitement and
So
life.
much
Yeah, dude.
life. Yeah.
Beautiful experiencing in just a month's time. This whole different, death, birth, life. Really, I don't know. It just felt good. I'm glad actually that I went through that kind of loss, mourning, kind of emptiness feeling, especially October. It's getting cold for the first time, first frost. The leaves are dying and falling off. The garden died. It was just like so much death. Not that November is filled with life or anything, but it just felt like, wow, here we are in November and just a fresh start, something new, So it was kind of cool. Go through that cycle, feeling fresh. And of course, then less chemtrails now because of the shutdown. So it's been a beautiful month all
Yeah,
around.
same
I
here.
know.
How's the other cat dealing with the kitten?
Other cat slowly warming
Slowly
up.
warming.
So yeah, no, they just in the break there, I got breaking news from Emma that they did a little nose to nose action.
Nose to nose.
Yeah, man, and they've kind of dabbled over the last 24 hours or so, but I think it's going to work out. The other cat was getting really antsy and needed someone to kind of wrestle with and play around with. So this will be a good thing, I think, in the long run. It'll ground the new guy and it'll keep the older guy younger at heart still.
For sure,
right?
for sure. All right. Doubling down.
So-
That's a lot of litter box. This guy's that's the worst part. Pooping so
The litter box is the worst. Yeah.
Man, I just got this awesome
Absolutely.
air filter though. I love it.
Nice.
Really nice.
All right, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Living in the future.
Oh yeah.
But it's good. It's nice. It feels good to rescue these little guys out of their little imprisonment, and it makes me feel good about myself. Honestly, not being in prison myself, can't say that for everybody. Unfortunately, P Diddy back in prison, and you wouldn't even believe it, Mike. He's at Fort Dix.
so funny.
Excuse me?
Not that there's
Yeah,
anything wrong with
he's
it.
all right.
Oh man.
Yeah, he'll love it
He's at
there. If I know
Fort
anything about
Dix.
Diddy, he's gonna love it there.
Lots of baby oil at Fort Dix, from what I've been hearing.
Oh, gross.
Very exciting stuff.
Diddy.
So yeah,
That's how crazy the news is. That doesn't even matter anymore. Like that just disappears.
it's an aside. It's hilarious. Nothing interesting came out of the Diddy thing. Even the scandalous stuff where like maybe he was using these young fellas who were aspiring hip hop artists. Even still, it's the Harvey Weinstein situation where, hey, look, you knew what you were getting into.
For sure.
You're right. Even later on, like I can maybe give a pass to the guys in the 90s, like Mace, when Mace was coming up with
Right.
Diddy back in the 90s, like he didn't have any like previous legendary stories to go off
Good
of.
call.
But if you're hanging out with Diddy post Bieber, you have a really good idea of what goes on in the Diddy mansion
I'm gonna
at
give
these
I'm
freak off
giving
parties.
Bieber a pass too. He's up in Canada. He never heard about this guy. He doesn't have the
Yes.
rumors. Yeah,
Exactly, man.
poor guy. 48 hours.
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't blame Bieber, but anybody else, like Meek Mills, I'm sorry, but you kind of had an idea of what you were.
When was that? 2018.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, here in Denver, Mike, bad news. I don't know if I mentioned in the last show, but it's official now. And Emma and I were a little bit brokenhearted. We thought it was going to be an exciting series of events. Denver loses 2030 gay games officially to Perth, Australia. Yeah, man. No gay games here.
I don't know if you guys will make it.
It's really sad. For multiple reasons.
Where's that lady fella you guys got? Tim McBride?
Is McBride our guy? No, we have the other weirdo. I forgot what is.
I thought
we have the lady fella. We have a lady fella here. I can't.
Sarah McBride?
I thought Sarah McBride was a different state, also lady fella. Our guy is like Bertrand McRussell or something like that. I can't remember this
Oh,
person's
yeah,
name.
yeah. She's Delaware.
Brittany Tatone, I believe, is the
Tatone,
name.
yeah, that's
Tatone.
your lady fella. That's right.
Yeah, our lady fellow likes to brag not only about the size of his tits, but also the size of his dong. He's really big on
Which is crazy.
claiming he's well accentuated in both areas.
Uh,
Bad news, though, for Denver, ultimately because effective immediately, they've halted all construction and resurfacing on I-25, and now all homeless encampments are allowed to stay put. That's game over for the
that sucks.
cleanup of our city, because we all know, Mike, you know this from Chicago, that if something internationally is going to occur in the city,
Yeah.
they're cleaning everything up. They're rounding up the homeless. They're actually bringing out the street
But
sweepers.
you don't want people
maybe
to see how we really live.
That's right, dude. Yeah. So that's the bad news for Denver. Whatever cleanup we kind of had going on there and some reconstruction and resurfacing, that's all done now, man. They have no reason now to make it look like a functioning, efficient city. We got nothing to look forward to.
That was the best you had, huh? The gay games?
It's the best we had. The gay games. Speaking of games, though, the conclusion to what I would call one of the greatest World Series I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Happened last night. Did you catch Game 7 last night, my man?
I did not, but I love the world we're in, because even our uncle this morning, he was like, do you think the fix was in for them to go 7 games?
Yes, dude. Yes. The truth shall be revealed, man. Of course it was in.
Of course.
We all called it. We knew it would go 7 games. You have a billion-dollar asset in Shohei Ohtani, international superstar. You're going to milk that cash cow for every drop it's worth.
7
man.
games, for sure.
Absolutely. Not only 7 games, dude. Game 3 went 18 innings. That's 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
You got squeezed 8 games out of this.
Yes, dude. And last night, Game 7 went 11 innings, bro. I mean, they took it to the max, and of course the Dodgers won. Of course. What are we doing here? America rigs sports. That's what we do
there's
best,
no way
man.
we're letting Canada win. When was the last time Canada won a World Series?
1990s. It was 93, I think they showed.
The Blue Jays?
Yeah. Fuck Canada. That's the whole reason I was cheering for the Dodgers. Normally, I wouldn't, but it really did feel like this was USA versus Canada. And I'm gonna say it right now, one of the best World Series games I've ever seen. It was an emotional roller coaster because I was cheering for USA over Canada, and I'm gonna do it. I'm saying it right now. I'm counting this as a victory for MAGA. I think I'm giving this to Trump, man. I think this was Trump's win.
No, and he had nothing to do with it.
I knew it, man. I knew you wouldn't get down with that. But ultimately, though,
it's good for America, though, to beat,
Right. It's good for America. And I'm going to say this. I'm a little disappointed in Canada here, and I think maybe this is why they lost, ultimately, this Game 7 in the whole series. No 2S, Two-Spirit version of the Lift All Farts and Sing that you could do. I didn't see them nationally. They didn't televise the Lift All Farts and Sing, but I guarantee they sung the Lift All Farts and Sing.
I don't think they did.
They must.
That's too much. Then you got 3 national anthems?
Well, I think you could squeeze it in, but maybe they ended up not doing it because Canada didn't have their own version for their own aggrieved, victimized culture. Yeah, why not, bro? Come on.
Guys, we're starting the game at 7. Let's start the national anthems at 6:05.
That's right. Cycle through, get all the victimized groups in there, right?
It's so stupid.
I'm just saying, I think maybe just maybe the Native Americans of Canada put a little naturalistic hex on the Canadian team for not having their own Lift All Farts and Sing for the 2S spirit. French Canadians, no way your history with the natives of North America is squeaky clean. So I think you didn't cover all your bases. Maybe there's a bit of a curse going on there.
No, they said, so Grok said, first of all, it's so funny. It's actually called Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Lift all farts and sing.
I didn't even know that. And it just said, no, they just did the US and Canada. No.
We're healing people. That's what that means. The end of
now
woke.
that I will give a win to Trump.
All right,
Thank you,
man.
Trump, for that.
Absolutely. Well, now that the World Series is concluded, this opens the door for me to make my grand prediction as I do every year. I'm going to predict the World Series next year. 2026 World Series prediction. You're hearing it here first and only. Cubs beat Yankees in Game 7. Calling it out 7 games, Cubs over Yankees.
Yeah, right. Bet on it. You can bet $1 on that. If it hits, you're a millionaire.
Yeah. That's right, man. Bet a Bitcoin on it. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Bitcoin's tanking.
That's right. Oh, is it now? Is that
everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's crashing! It's crashing!" It's still at like $103,000. That's so much money for like a made-up thing.
Well, all seriousness, all jokes aside, all sports and kids' games aside, real things going on in this world. Did you see this new supersonic hyper missile, nuclear missile tested by Russia, where they can allegedly basically create a nuclear tsunami that would engulf a major city on one of the coasts?
Wow, I did not.
That was the breaking news this week that clearly nobody thought was interesting enough to talk about. No, what's Taylor Swift doing right now? What did she wear to the Travis Kelce game, right? That's all we care about. In response, Trump then decided, you're just going to start blasting away super nukes and claiming you can destroy one of our cities. Well, then I'm going to do what I do best. Tweet from the toilet and freak the media out for the next 24 hours.
I did see this. Everybody went nuts.
On to the freak out.
So shortly before his meeting with President Xi Jinping, President Trump announced the United States will resume testing nuclear weapons. In a social media post, Trump wrote that he has ordered the Pentagon to resume testing on an equal basis with Russia and China. The U.S. conducted its last nuclear weapons test in 1992. Former President George H.W. Bush signed a moratorium on testing that year. Here's what the president said on Air Force One overnight when asked about his social media post.
We have more nuclear weapons than anybody. We don't do testing. We've halted it many years ago. But with others doing testing, I think it's appropriate that we do also.
Any details around the testing, sir? Like where, when?
It'll be announced. We have test sites. It'll be announced.
As the New York Times reports, some nuclear scientists were quick to point out Trump announced testing on an equal basis with other countries. That would mean testing delivery systems, which is all Russia has done, and not warheads. One expert notes it would take the U.S. a considerable amount of time to conduct a nuclear test.
All right. And kind of a boring clip. The only reason I did it is because I, like you, forgot Morning Joe existed on this planet.
I did too, yeah, wow.
Because they did the horrible move of having brunch with Hitler. You guys remember that?
Right.
They had brunch with Hitler.
That's right.
And so now nobody ever talks about Morning Joe anymore, man.
They're going to be on the street with Don Lemon soon.
That's right, man. Doing that street squeeze with him and Harry Sisson.
The Morning Lemon.
That's right. Morning Juice. It's right there, man. It's right there for you, folks.
Morning Aid.
So I love how everybody kind of got a little excited about this, and then kind of under the headline was, well, we're actually not going to be blasting nukes. We're just going to test the delivery systems. Which is a whole different ball game. Makes a lot of sense, and it made me go down the old rabbit hole of looking up the video, which is so ridiculous. It's of all the nuclear testing that's gone on worldwide.
Crazy.
It's so ridiculous, man, that we allowed that to go on, quite honestly. But
I always love the fact that when they did the test in the atmosphere, they were like, it's a non-zero chance that will destroy the atmosphere and all life on Earth as we know it.
Yes.
And they still did it.
Yeah,
They
man.
still did it. That's our government.
They did that with CERN, though. I thought there was a chance they're like, we could rip a hole in the fabric of space-time if we turn this
Which,
sucker on.
Did they not, Frank? It's already November. These years are going by.
Thank you, man.
So fast.
Yes.
I think they did rip a hole in time.
Something changed with time. I think we can all agree at this point. Remember, I kind of had a bit of a rant on in our last episode where I think that there's an element of the cell phone at play here.
Yeah.
And the cell phone is the delivery system of rapid information. And we're consuming information, whether it's good or bad, we're consuming rapid, massive amounts of data and information. I think our brains just can't handle it. And so for some reason, the processing is causing time to feel like it's speeding by. I mean, just think of, look at what we just talked about in 10 minutes. Like, Diddy going to prison at Fort Dix? Barely a blip in our brains, man, because there's so much, because we're talking nuclear testing, bro. We're back to nukes.
Yeah, you're right.
It's crazy, man.
They did something. I don't know. I remember reading an article a long time ago about the Three Gorges Dam in China.
Right.
And how it was going to hold so much water back that it was going to change very slightly the spin of the Earth.
Wow. You are saying, or you're implying maybe China changed the speed?
Maybe it changed everything. Maybe you change that, it changes our orbit.
I mean, if we go a little faster, right? Time speeds up? If we're spinning faster?
That's why I don't know. I'm a plumber. But I remember reading that article, like, that's not good. They were like, it's going to be unnoticeable.
Maybe we notice it, man.
Maybe we're noticing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're spinning faster, the day goes by faster, and then you add in the chemtrails and geoengineering. Oh man, it's like a day has turned into 12 hours, basically.
The thing is, they were saying it would slow us down a little bit, like a very little bit. But maybe that affected our orbit. Like maybe that
Very
sped
possible.
up the orbit. Something. No.
I don't know. We're very biological beasts, and we base a lot of things, I think, on the stars and the placement of the sun and the spinning of the Earth. And I rip on the chemtrails and geoengineering all the time, but what if manipulating our exposure to sunlight and daylight and how that works, maybe that's playing a part into it a little bit, right? Nanotechnology. We keep forgetting about 5G. They're about to switch on 6G. Who knows how fast time's going to go after they go to 6G, bro? Come on.
Are they really doing 6G?
Right. Yeah, they're going to get to 6G at some point, from what I've been hearing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And and we got that interstellar object.
The intergalactic kegger, my man.
Dude.
The one headlight.
Did you see that? It changed directions. Allegedly.
You know, I finally kickstarted the Subaru back, and I was driving to work for the first time in weeks, and one of my headlights went out.
Wow.
And I just got a new battery and all this stuff, and I got to work, and one of the people there, one of the crew, they're like, hey, it looked like you had one headlight cruising. And I started singing the Wallflower song in my head, right? And I started thinking about this intergalactic kegger cruising around, right? And so I thought, okay, well, tomorrow after work, I got to go one way tomorrow. I'll ride it one more day with the one headlight. And then after work, I'll go and pick up the headlights, because you got to replace both sides, right?
Yeah.
So I thought I'll do it tomorrow after work, Friday. I'm cruising Friday morning to work with the one headlight. Other headlight goes out, bro. I'm rolling zero headlights. 5 o'clock in the morning, man. Oh, dude. So I had to go high beams.
Oh, what a dick.
Do you know how many people honked at me? Rocking the high beams going down, man. I had no other choice. Do I go no headlights or high beams?
No headlight.
You got to go high beams, man. Yeah,
you're in a dense enough area where you could just use the
No, not in Denver, because it's some sort of green energy thing. We don't have streetlights anymore, dude.
What do you mean?
No, it's like pitch black on the highway. It's totally bonkers, dude.
Maybe you do have lights, but the homeless are just sucking all the juice.
Right. Good call. Yeah. No.
Bro, you got to see this guy on Lakeshore Drive. First of all, he has real estate that none of the billionaires can buy. Nobody can buy this real estate. Nobody can buy this real estate, right? And he's got wire like, dude, he's got this like makeshift telephone pole where this wire that's coming off of the light pole, the street light is coming in, right? And then right at the bottom there, he's got his water line coming off of the drinking fountain. This guy, he got it made. He's probably from a third world country, just like, this is amazing. I can't believe nobody else is doing this.
Absolutely, man. He goes out to the lake. It's from some fresh fish.
He's eating better than all of us, dude. It's insane. You got to see this guy's setup, dude. I got to stop one day just to take pictures of it because it's amazing. The view this man has of the lake and the city, unmatched. There's no real estate.
That's a six-figure view right there, bro. I mean,
no. That's the thing is, Frank, you can't even buy that view. Nobody's allowed to build on the east side of Lakeshore Drive. This guy has the best view out there.
I think the moral of the story is vote Democrat, right? I think that's what everybody is learning from this whole scenario.
It's incredible.
The one headlight, man. Yeah, Avi Loeb, who was on Joe Rogan this week.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting interview. Kind of sleepy. I had a hard time.
I didn't listen to it. Joe Rogan's killing me with these commercials, man.
The commercials are out of control. But when it comes to the one headlight and the intergalactic kegger, possible alien spacecraft 3i Atlas makes unusual shift while hurtling towards the sun. They're saying it may have changed speed a little bit.
Yeah.
Going past the sun.
How funny would it be if it just stopped in front of the sun and started sucking all of our sun's energy, and then the Democrats would freak out and be like, "Oh, we need the sun."
Yeah. Oh no, what do we do? Stop the chemtrails! Stop the chemtrails!
We're freezing.
Yeah. It could be doing that, right? I've seen some footage previously. This is a while back in the dark corners of the conspiracy web, but there's some alleged footage taken of the sun where some thing kind of floats up to the sun and does siphon some sun.
It's AI.
No, this is bro, dude, this is way back before the AI.
Fake.
I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you. I've seen the footage.
Fake.
They claim that we've had some element of that going on, some spacecraft siphoning energy from our sun. This could be maybe the first piece that stops by the sun and unleashes the beginning of a Dyson sphere.
From
right,
like maybe more are coming.
They're coming, man. Maybe this is the base mechanism.
Oh, we just
and
watch
then
them build it.
And then they build a Dyson sphere and take all of our light, which would be kind of bad for Earth. I think we might end up in
slightly bad.
another ice age there. So this guy Avi Loeb. He's been making the rounds. A big week for the guy. He's saying that this Manhattan-sized alleged comet could potentially be alien tech. He's been saying not so much mothership, which I think a lot of people are claiming it is or wanting to claim it is. He's saying it's probably like a probe, kind of like that Hamawaha.
Yeah. No, you're always going to send the probe first.
Right. Yeah. So they're saying it accelerated post-sun, and there is possible signs of an alien engine. What I'm seeing here, and that it changed colors, man. It like turned blue, right? So they're saying it's a possible alien engine, and it turned bluer than the sun, which I guess I don't know. I think that's
I love how they're like, no, but it's a Harvard scientist. Yeah, but you also have Lori Lightfoot teaching political science at Harvard.
Yeah, I know.
So there's really no credibility to the Harvard professor, you know?
We really don't hold Harvard at a high standard anymore in our society.
No, not at
essentially, or science in general. But all right, so they're saying maybe alien tech. I think it's just a comet, personally, but we'll see.
I mean, it's one Harvard scientist. Like, let me know when MIT says something.
Right.
You know?
When Will Smith makes an appearance, then we'll know. Oh, MIT. I thought you said MIB. That's where my head went. When the MIB shows up, then we know something's going on. So apparently NASA's they're refusing to release some alleged really clear photographic evidence of what this thing was.
I know, and I don't
apparently.
I just don't think they want the public to know what kind of tech they have. Like, how good could we see?
Right. No,
You
great
know?
call. Yes, absolutely. Well, they don't want us to know about that Avenger-style super spacecraft we have floating around
Maybe it's in
Earth.
the way right now. Like, you might
Yes.
catch it.
We have, unfortunately, as it went by, they caught a glimpse of our moon base that we've had operating for 30 years, right? Like, we can't let the public see
You just
that.
see Samuel L. Jackson. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
You see him
Very
in the
possible.
window, like, what?
They don't want us to show off the tech, right?
All right.
All right. So you're not buying it. This is
No, it's the whole reason I bought the telescope, because you can't see it right now, but in December you'll be able to see it.
So it should look kind of cool. I mean, who
I'm
knows?
trying to see it.
I don't know. I like that we live in an age of AI and all that stuff, so I can entertain some, extraordinary ideas before they're disproven. Like, we live in a really fun moment right now where it could be a probe. It could be a probe with a bunch of other little probes. It could be something humans that were technologically advanced 1 million years ago sent out, and then it came back. Yeah, right? Like, yeah.
Man,
It could be, and that's why I did
Imagine
like...
there's a guy who's like frozen on there, and he's like, "When I left, you guys were building pyramids. Now it seems like all your resources go towards porn. What is going on here?"
Oh, brutal, man.
Have you seen our Neo robot? It's actually controlled by an Indian.
It can barely pull dishes out of the dishwasher.
How disappointed would he be?
What if this thing was the Tesla Elon shot into space, and it went through some time portal, came back, and it's like coming back to us, right?
But it's something much greater.
Yeah.
Right. No. That thing's just orbiting.
This thing that's in our solar system right now?
No. The Tesla.
No, we talked about this. Yeah, it's like in between us and Mars.
And
I think.
Mars, yeah.
And it's probably got some sort of delivery payload system on board that Elon has set up for him when he...
It's gonna land. Elon's, man, he's an interesting guy. Great interview on Joe Rogan. Everybody should just listen to him because he's definitely smarter than you, and he's got a lot of great ideas. And he's not one who's known for failing when it comes to engineering.
Absolutely.
And future tech.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, actually. He had a great part where he talked about the future of where the cell phone is going. Joe asked him about the new X phone, and he kind of scoffed it away and basically said, I don't even think we're going to have phones in 5 to 6 years. It's going to be essentially a device that projects to you whatever the AI, speaking to AI, believes or predicts you're going to want.
I didn't even what does it even mean, dude? I can't even am I going to have a contact lens or what?
But do you know what? That's why screw all you maniacs who shit on this guy and called him a Nazi for the last 10 months.
Oh, you talking about Susie, who's 90 pounds overweight and a secretary at a school? You know what I mean?
No, the interview with him on Joe Rogan is so mind-blowing. He's so far advanced that when Joe Rogan asked him about a future cell phone, he's like, we're not even talking cell phones, man, when we're talking the future.
We don't need cell phones.
Yeah!
Another reference, dude.
That's right, man. Watch your Back to the Future, people. Yes, though, that to me, it was one of the most telling parts of the interview, which is Joe Rogan and the rest of us are thinking like, whoa, what's the next cell phone, dude?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's not even going to be a cell phone,
We're not
man.
even working on it.
No, that's
We're
not even like...
Yeah.
We're talking... Elon's thinking of a medium of entertainment we really can't even conceptualize yet. That's what's crazy to me. These inventors, these people who are behind whatever's going on with AI, whatever it is right now, they're decades ahead in thinking about where we're going to go with it. And us zombies walking around staring at these devices is not even in the near future for these guys. I mean, he was literally talking 5-6 years from now. I don't even think you guys are going to use a cell phone.
That's crazy.
And that's hard for us. That's hard for us to visualize, man. It's crazy. I mean, talk to me 15, 20 years ago, I would have never guessed it'd be a bunch of retard zombies staring at their devices. Like everywhere you go. I really didn't think that's the future that we were heading towards, but here we are now. Retard zombies. We're in idiocracy.
Everybody, dude.
So
it's crazy.
you got to think lazier, stupider, and more porn. So it's going to be
Always
glasses.
more porn.
Yeah, it's gonna be, these glasses, you're just drooling, watching porn, having the Grubhub just like shoved into your mouth as you never leave your chair,
Yeah.
basically.
That's what everybody talks about, is like how AI pretty much is just going to end up being all about porn.
Yes.
That's what the internet became. It was supposed to be like this thing that connected the whole world and made all of mankind smarter.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we just used it for porn.
Absolutely, man.
And shopping from home.
Well, speaking of space and UFOs, it's having a moment right now. There's a new movie coming out, The Disclosure Project, which looks pretty kick-ass. They got Marco Rubio involved and political individuals from both sides of the aisle who are willing to go out there and say, look, there's something going on. There's tech involved. Not only America, but China and Russia have access to this tech. And we're in a bit of an arms race with alien tech. And we got to be open and upfront about it, because whoever wins this arms race, similarly to who won the atomic race, is probably going to dominate the world stage for the next conceivable future. Did you catch Bill Maher this week?
It was one of his best shows.
Absolutely.
That was Bill at his best. Having the alien guy on and then having Marjorie Taylor Greene on.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Do you want to listen to the UFO guy a little bit? I
Oh,
thought this was
yeah.
pretty interesting stuff, actually. And we're living in really fun times. Like we were similarly in the same vein with Big Mike Obama, Big Ben Macron. The news now and mainstream media has to start talking about shit that that you would only find in the dark corners of the web.
Yeah.
The trainee
crazy.
politicians.
And now it's on HBO.
And now it's on HBO. And Bill Maher, not jokingly, is talking about aliens, man. Alien tech.
He even said, like, it used to be if you said you believed in aliens, I thought you were a kook. Now I
Right.
don't know who's crazy.
And I think we can thank COVID for all of this.
Yes.
After COVID, the conspiracy theorists became right about everything. And just check the boxes, dude, as we've been going along. I mean, JFK assassination,
Yeah.
COVID itself, AIDS, Martin Luther King, it's 9/11. I mean, Tucker just came out with a 10-part 9/11 expose on how, like, look, it's pretty obvious the Jews with the neocons started 9/11 so we can invade the Middle East, all right? And nobody batted an eye over this. Nobody cares because we all accept it as truth now. That's the world we're living in. This is the zeitgeist. It's freaking awesome. Here's Bill Maher, and he's talking aliens, man.
Can you think of anything we actually may have learned from an alien crash?
Like there's a lot of speculation on what sort of technology that we've benefited from has come out of these situations.
Tang.
But one of the really serious reveals in the film is that intelligence officials in our government and elected officials in our government have uncovered the fact that there is a deeply hidden UAP crash retrieval program, and they've been reverse engineering UAP. And there is, in fact, a program at adversarial nations as well. And so there's this essentially high-stakes secret Cold War race playing out right now to reverse engineer this technology. Some of the interview subjects in my film refer to it as the Manhattan Project on steroids because the stakes are so high, but the public has no idea. So, one of the things I hope comes out of this film is the public becoming aware of this situation, because these circumstances impact us all. But we all, for the most part, think it's not a serious issue. We think it's a joke, laugh at it.
I don't think it's a joke. I just don't. It does not seem to me like they have evil intent, at least not for now.
When he says they had evil intent, is he talking about us with the tech or the aliens?
The aliens, dude. Yeah, he's...
That is crazy right there.
It's crazy.
He's very seriously talking about evil intent with aliens, dude. Come on, man.
They're not your hippie brothers, man.
Yeah, man. Holy cow.
And given the state of humanity, I don't know if anybody could really do worse.
I mean, would you
How bad is humanity, Bill? You just spent the week fucking black hookers in your Malibu mansion. You know what I'm saying? Like, how bad is humanity, Bill?
You
How
get
bad?
paid millions to
Millions
do
of dollars.
one show for 1 hour a week, dude.
How bad is humanity, Bill? Really? Come on.
Really interesting, though, just how nonchalant and just base level acceptance of there's tech. All these countries have it. We're in an arms race with it. It's alien.
See, I believe our government, China's government, all these countries found this weird tech and they're all trying to reverse engineer it, and DARPA built all of it.
It's a little copyright by Mark Zuckerberg at the bottom, right?
like when the aliens attack, it'll be like that scene in the first Iron Man when the missile comes down and it says Stark on it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like the alien ship's gonna come down and it's gonna have an American flag. It's just gonna
Made in the USA.
Yeah. Boeing. You know.
I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe that there is something going on here, advanced wise, outside of our current realm. When it comes to alien stuff, man, I could see this being leftover technology from an advanced human civilization that was rendered maybe extinct or nearly wiped out. And then we've stumbled upon it maybe in Antarctica and the North Pole. Maybe there's places that Siberia and places in China where, there are these hugely remote areas and continents of our world that these major countries have control over and don't let anybody go. Nobody's allowed to go to Antarctica or to Siberia or huge swaths of China and Mongolia. So maybe in these areas, they did discover ancient advanced technology that they're now starting to reverse engineer, and allow myself to continue going down the pathway. I've been watching a lot of Gavin Newsom here, baby. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's our tech. And then China's like, hey, I think an alien crashed. Have you guys ever seen this? And we're just like, no, that must be
what?
That must be alien, man.
Excuse me?
Never seen that before.
Well, China has been utilizing spies here in America, and there was a guy who got busted sending a lot of our tech overseas to China not too long ago. So I think it's very possible maybe that you're onto something. Maybe we had some really advanced stuff that we'd been working on, and then China successfully spied on us and scored it over to their side, right?
Or we were testing it out and our ship crashed over there, and then
great call. Yeah, man. All right. I'm going to go aliens. I like aliens. I think I'm going down that road. Little green men, little gray guys, Nordic whites, the mantises. I'm all in on the reptilians. Where are my David Icke fans out there? Candace Owens last week put out a video. She went full reptilian, calling Elon Musk a reptile. And
I know. She's too much, man. She's
lost her mind.
Calm down.
She's completely lost her mind. She can't get over the fact that the Jews killed Charlie Kirk. It seems to be something she's unwilling to accept.
Can we say that now? Is that...
Well, no one listens to our show, so I thought we could definitely say it here. Yeah, no, they don't. Bibi Netanyahu doesn't care about our reach, right? So
the Jews definitely killed him. That's
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious at this point.
Man.
Let's just leave this story at nobody blames Tyler Robinson for killing Charlie Kirk anymore. I think just let that kid go. We know he was a patsy, right?
And that guy who was at like every major event that the CIA perpetrated.
Right.
Boston Marathon, 9/11.
Exactly.
Come on.
Well, have you been following some of the stuff behind the Charlie Kirk investigation? Candace was getting really bent out of shape over this news, and so is Alex Jones, actually. Kind of weird, but Kash Patel is actually shutting down a lot of investigations, leaning towards this idea that foreign intelligence might have been involved with the assassination. Candace is claiming that the mysterious flight that came in and out of Provo, Utah, in and around the assassination, on board that flight was Egyptian secret military intelligence, apparently. And and they were flown in and out, and basically in the cover of darkness. So there's something going on with that element. And then on top of it, how could we forget Bibi Netanyahu? Literally, I think the bullet was flying through the air, and he sent the tweet out.
I have nothing to do with it.
We didn't have anything to do with this, and our condolences to the Kirk family, right? Like, it was a little too on point, man. So,
yeah, they definitely killed him. I don't believe that Tyler Robinson.
No, I don't think
that
so.
Is a little too.
The furthest I'll go with that guy being involved is I could see there being some LGBLT group maybe mixed in with Antifa. I know Alex Jones is my favorite. He calls them Trantifa or Transifa or something like that. So maybe something along those lines coordinated amongst a big group of people to do this killing. Maybe there were multiple shooters and or patsies involved. And so maybe there I could see that happening. But ultimately, this whole thing really comes down to clearly being a specific hit job by a professional.
Yeah,
and most definitely a professional intelligence service. So
we'll see though. I'm gonna stick with my original thought. If he dies, it was a setup.
Right.
If they let him go to trial and he goes to prison, it was actually just him.
Good call. At this point, they already killed Oswald.
All of them, yeah.
So, there's something.
Even Epstein, you know what I'm saying, gets killed.
Even Epstein, man. Well, we're cruising along. I can squeeze it in. We can go a little further, I think, today, right? You got some time over there? Yeah, rock through.
Little guy's chilling on the.
All right. Very
perch
nice.
over there.
I got a lot on the docket. We never did the Russian collusion, which we could do, which I thought was super interesting. But
you don't have anything from Marjorie Taylor Greene on Bill Maher?
No, I didn't grab anything from
dude,
that.
Every
actually.
time I listen to something with her, it makes you realize why they attack her so much. She's very dangerous.
Absolutely. Yeah,
she represents the opinions of most working people.
I think she's actually MAGA. She's America first, and I could see her taking the mantle post-Trump. She's more America first than J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is Silicon Valley first. I think everybody has figured that out.
Trump is himself first, whether you like him or not.
He's Trump first, yes.
More about his image, you know?
Right.
But the fact that she was a businesswoman, or she was a professional, I don't know. Everything she says makes sense. It's why they have to latch on Jewish space lasers and then make sure every person in the world hears Jewish space laser. You know? They really have to discredit her.
Oh, dude, she's the only one out there actually still talking about the Epstein stuff, and then also the only one out there pushing for the end of chemtrails and geoengineering and all that crap.
And the government shutdown.
And she's speaking the truth. Her and Fetterman, if they ran together, man, would there be a more unstoppable ticket?
Unstoppable. Suicides amongst the CIA staff would be off the charts.
Speaking of climate engineering and all that stuff and the climate change nonsense, we have a new thread now, which is actually, it's not so bad. And
I love
really, don't be so worried about the future. In fact, you're all going to be fine.
Thanks for the billions of dollars, but it was all bullshit.
Bill Gates, thanks for the fish. He has decided now that he's giving away his fortune and that people have basically accepted the fact that his wife divorced him because of his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and his many visits to Epstein Island on the Lolita Express. He's now reversing course because it's a MAGA world we're living in. The truth has been coming out. Bill Gates has decided, you know what? I got a new climate message for everybody.
Insane.
It's not as bad as you thought.
Climate is a super important problem. The There's enough innovation here.
He's trying so hard not to laugh. Look at this motherfucker. He's laughing at all of you people that fell for it. Literally.
Absolutely. And you can see him struggling to breathe through those gills behind his ears. And Candace Owens, if you really want to identify the true reptilians in our society, start with Bill Gates. Work your way down.
You could look at my gills and decide for yourself.
I mean, he looks like a lizard, man. It's Rango. It's freaking Rango, man.
Yeah, he always
Yes.
has.
Avoid super bad outcomes.
And I think I have to remember to hit this guy here. All right,
I
here
would,
we
I
go.
would respect him so much more if he would just be like, it was a money grab. We milked the cow as much as we could. It's been 30, you know what I mean? We need to
Him,
move on.
Al Gore,
Al Gore.
and
I would applaud you for the fortune you managed to
Yes.
steal from the U.S. government.
John Kerry, Al Gore, Bill Gates go on a stage and say, "We grifted you. We made billions.
Psych!
See you later. We're retiring."
And then you just get on your private jet and fly away.
Yeah, or your spaceship and go back to your home planet on Orion's belt, please.
Or center of the earth, whichever.
Yeah, right. Yeah, wherever you reptilians live.
Climate is a super important problem. There's enough innovation here to avoid super bad outcomes. We won't achieve our best goal.
Like
the
real
1.5
scientists
or even-
don't use those words.
I know.
Super bad. You know what I mean? Not as bad. Super bad. Like that's not even like who are
He's connecting with Gen Z, man. Come on.
scientists would be throwing out numbers and boring the shit out of you.
Right. With what's that thing called? Statistics.
Statistics,
Yeah,
facts.
that's right.
A little thing called facts.
the 2 degrees. And as we go about trying to minimize that, we have to frame it in terms of overall human welfare, not just.
Aren't you a
everything should be-
programmer?
Dude, thank you, man.
You
Yes.
made Microsoft, dude. Leave the food alone. Leave the climate alone.
Just go back to creating viruses for computers and not people. Can you just do
Yes.
that, man? Please.
Yes. Don't you have an ex-wife to spy on? I mean, come on.
Eugenics is a dirty business, Mike, and it takes all effort to knock out the population of the world.
Solely for climate.
When the climate activists who have been very supportive of what
This Pee Wee Herman character, who's also been on Bill Maher's show recently,
Yeah.
this is where all the adrenochrome is going in the world right now, I
Jesus
believe.
Christ.
This guy freaks me out.
what you've done, and you've been very supportive of what they've done, read this. And if Greta Thunberg is reading this and saying,
It is Toonberry. Where do you get your information?
What a
dare you.
bigot! What a bigot!
God,
Yeah.
get it right, man.
to herself, my goodness, he seems like he is reversing himself, what would you tell her?
I'd say, wasn't the goal here to improve human lives? And shouldn't we, in our awareness of how little generosity there is to help, measure, should we get them a measles vaccine or should we do some climate related activity? And if we could
Do we kill them with the vaccines or with the geoengineering and 5G technology? Why not a combination of both here?
Well, obviously, you make more money off the vaccines. Get them hooked for drugs for life. You know.
And has this guy been living under a rock? This dude at CNBC, Greta Thunberg gave up on the climate scam a year ago, dude. She's been rocking the Kafifa and doing the flotilla of freedom to Israel for the
She's
last 6
saving
months.
Palestine, man. Come on, it's not even cool to be climate conscious.
Yeah, no, that's old news, man. Come on.
Damn. That was
That's
back in
all
her
bad.
younger days.
That's right.
Even that half retarded girl hit 16 and she's like, I better do something else. This is a bunch of bullshit.
How does anyone believe this crap?
Where's Palestine? That's my next fight.
Give me that Kafifa and the pussy hat. Let's do this thing.
The flotilla. Get out of here.
So Bill Gates, he's changing his tune. He even realized, man, Toonberry, she's rocking the Kafifa, doesn't even care about the climate anymore. So it's time for me to get out of this.
How
game.
amazing, though. Trump's been in office for 9 months. And
Yes.
they're admitting climate change is bullshit.
Yes, man.
You know what I mean? Everything's coming out that USAID was funding everything, the censoring.
He's also 10 months in, and he's just getting to the people who tried to throw him in prison. Wait till he gets to the people doing the chemtrails and all the other crap that people don't like. Like he's gonna make his way towards everybody else. You know, Bill Gates, you're coming. Don't worry, your day is coming, man.
Did Bill get a pardon?
No pardon for Bill.
Ooh.
That's right. That's right.
That's why he's playing ball right now.
Yeah, dude, that's why he's pulling out on the climate
change.
escape. Yeah,
Donald, I never heard about climate change. What are you talking about?
That's right.
Come on, Donald, do you remember the good times we had on that island?
Lolita Express? Oh man, that's why he's changing his tune. He didn't get the auto pen pardon, not like his other compadre in the scamming of the world and trying to embark on the eugenics of the world population. Tony Fauci still out there, still doing the dance, still defending himself.
Every time I think about Tony Fauci, I just think of him as Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Running Man. When they're going through the airport, he's like wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
And that's when he gets caught. 2 weeks?
Two weeks. He's got a hostage. So good. Come on, Tony Fauci.
Man.
Where are you fleeing, buddy?
Tony Fauci, one of the auto pen pardons out there. He's back on the scene. He's been doing some speeches out there, and right now he's on the defense because obviously Rand Paul's knocking at the door. Whenever the government reopens, I think Rand Paul is bringing Fauci down to defend some of his lies that he spewed to Congress. But in the meantime, he's out there defending the vaccine industry. And of course, what's under fire most right now from RFK and the Maher movement, the school vaccine schedule for young kids. They're really now trying to defend the fact that they've been poisoning and giving autism to kids for the last 30 years.
I mean, did you see his new the recommendation he's giving is the MMR shot, break it up into 3 different shots, maybe give them on different days to your kid. The hepatitis shot, wait till they're at least 12 if you give it to them.
Sure, yeah.
And then he gave all these other recommendations. Never in any of those was don't take any vaccines. It was literally just about when you give them, how many at one time. Frank, he's Hitler.
Oh, of course.
Hitler who wants to kill all kill all the children. He's an anti-vaxxer.
That's right.
Because he doesn't want you to give your kids 70 shots on day 1. You know what I mean?
He's not even saying no poison, less.
Different time.
Less poison.
Space it out.
Right.
Maybe give your kid a couple days in between poisonous injections.
We're going to let the blood stream a little before we keep poisoning the little guy.
Then all he's saying is, look, we have this one population in our country who doesn't do vaccine, and none of their kids have autism.
Right.
In Europe, they started spacing them out and doing them later in life. Autism went down.
How about the Amish? Let's talk about the Amish for a little bit.
The Amish is the group that in America, they're no autism. It's so funny.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. They're on the side of poison. Fauci and company now out there defending their schedule that they basically forced on America via ending the litigation against vaccine creators. And
Trump, get rid of that amnesty.
It's
man.
crazy. The picture, the meme is insane. It's the baby in 1986 with the 10 vaccine needles above it, and then the baby in 2025, and it's 100 vaccine needles circling this poor little innocent child. So this is the defense Fauci's bringing, though. He's saying, well, look, we have a real problem in America. It's not all these poisons we're forcing on your kid. It's RFK trying to slow us down from poisoning your kid. That's our problem, man. This is the issue we got to deal with here. And just because it's been so long, we haven't seen him in such a while. He's been working on that tan, right? Getting his golf game down. Fauci's been retired for quite some time now, but he's still in the limelight. He can't help himself.
Do you think he practices the first pitch? They might call me back one day, you know? He's out in the backyard.
Martha's got the catcher gear on.
Tony, don't embarrass us this time.
Here comes the two-seamer. I gotta say, man, watching the World Series, though, it was right before, it was game 1 or 2 prior to Halloween night. I saw multiple Christmas commercials, man.
No.
Yes, dude. They
That's too early, man.
busted out Christmas commercials Halloween week.
Wow. Yeah, I think
Too soon. No, it's gotta. You gotta wait.
Desperate for money, man. Things are not looking
I
good
guess,
economy wise. And they're
guess so.
saying next year we're hitting this 18-year cycle in the
Right.
economy.
It's supposed to crash,
Yeah.
and next year also, I think China invades Taiwan. So there's gonna be a lot going on.
Oh, dude. And I just read the craziest stat. One out of every 3 cars that is being traded in right now is underwater on the loan.
It's
So
game over for the economy, man.
And people are just rolling that money over onto the new car.
Wait till people start defaulting on the mortgages, right? That's
it's
coming soon
coming.
too. I guarantee it, man.
Record high defaulting on car loans.
Yeah, that's where it starts. And we discussed this last week or so, but I mean, where did these people where does the average Joe who bought himself an Alfa Romeo 4 years ago think that this was going to head?
I know.
Were you going to afford this Alfa Romeo forever?
Oh, yeah, Frick, I just took an 8-year loan. Bro, some of these guys are talking about their loans 72 months. I can't even do the math. What is that? 72 months?
Is anyone going to be alive in 72 months? Maybe that's why they took it out, right? You go in for your 10th booster shot and you're like, yeah, give me that loan for 72 months, suckers.
I mean, come on, dude.
You know, if you're on booster shot number 10 and you know you're going to die now from some stroke or heart attack in 2 years, let me ring up that $100,000 Alfa Romeo or whatever and go
give me that
cruising.
electric Hummer.
Yeah, I'm going to buy that Cybertruck, I think. All right, man.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. The car loan thing is killing me.
It's
The
ridiculous.
credit card debt is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, we spent beyond our means. Nobody realized what was going on when they were dishing out check after check in 2020 and 2021. We were too stupid.
It's
to
so
realize
funny
it.
because everybody's making fun of me because I can't decide what car I want to buy. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna end up getting a used one. But that's besides the point. They're like, "You don't want the Ford?" I'm like, honestly, I don't want to spend $50,000 on a truck. They're like, "Dude, we all know how much money you make. We all make the same amount
I
of
know.
money. We all have these." I'm like, "Yeah, you don't understand. You can't afford it. Just because you bought it, you can't afford. I know how much you make. You can't afford that truck."
It's because we come from a long line of frugality, but we understand what a lot of people forget. It's not what you make; it's what you save.
It's what you save.
Exactly,
There's no way
dude.
You cannot afford $1,000 a month car payment. I know because I make the same amount of money as you.
Right, man.
And I can't afford that.
Well, you think logically from the perspective of a man pinching every penny, like we were raised to do.
I don't pinch
right?
every penny. I waste a lot of money, but I put money every week. I get that check. Money's going away.
There's a lot of people putting nothing away.
And so I'm living off of I'm
That's what I'm saying, man.
These guys are spending every dollar.
Exactly. No, if you're not putting something
Yeah.
away, if you're putting something away, you're a penny pincher in today's standards.
I guess so.
I believe so, man. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
dude,
that's what it is.
I was just telling this young guy how like the standards have changed so much. If you just show up to work on time, you're in the 10%.
I know, it's
You'll never
fantastic.
get fired.
Yeah,
know what I
man.
mean? The
Absolutely.
standards are so low now. Just save a little bit. If you save a little bit of money every week, you're gonna be richer than all your friends.
My last review where I
Yeah.
got a promotion and raise, that all they said was, well, yeah, you show up every day. Literally, I show up every day. That was like one of the top marks. You just show up. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Here's a raise. And we're going to promote you. Thank you for showing up. You just show up.
Just showing up.
Nothing about my performance. I walk through the door every day. No phone call. I'm there. Oh my
Can't
God. Hey,
believe it.
take more money.
Can't
That's how these employers are. They're just amazed that I'm there every day.
Well, you're better than the guy that doesn't show up.
I
Whether
know,
he can
that's
do
what-
better than you. It doesn't matter. You didn't show up. I need the guy that shows up. I'd rather take the bad guy who shows up than the best guy who never shows up.
It just blew my mind that was the first thing. Like, and not only that, I give a good performance. I'm 110% kind of guy. I'm gonna carry the boat kind of guy
Yeah, carry the
in
boat.
all moments, and I'm gonna sacrifice my body physically in order to make things happen. But none of that mattered. It wasn't even part of any of the boxes they checked for my raise and promotion. It was, I show up every day. Every day I'm just there. My body's in the room. This is amazing. Here's a raise.
It's so insane. It's so insane.
By the way, as an aside, thank you for giving your great effort on
Can't
top
believe
of showing
you were.
everybody.
Yeah.
But you're there. That's like, oh, God, we can't raise you enough.
If you just showed up every day and ate a sandwich, we would give you the raise. But can't believe you actually work too. And you're on time.
I blame the pandemic for this mentality and this situation we're in right now, where just showing up is a high mark of gratitude because nobody else can seem to show up and get themselves out of bed or whatever. People still fake COVID. I still deal with people like, took the test, got COVID. I'll see you in 3 days.
I would fire you. If I was the boss and you told me you had COVID, fired.
Well,
fired.
I think we have one guy and one guy only to blame for all of this. It's Tony Fauci. I'm going to squeeze it in. It's
we gotta play it.
It's a great clip. This is Tony Fauci and this fellow over here. I forgot his name, but they're going to defend the vaccine schedule against RFK Jr.
What is happening now, as we know, in the arena of public health, is that there is talk and the danger of...
And let me make sure I got this set up here. Of course, yeah, I always forget. All right, here we go.
There's talk and the danger of pulling back on mandates for vaccination of children to get into school. So could you kind of maybe briefly tell me the level of your anxiety about that, Tom, so I can maybe have some commiseration with you?
Look how calm and cool he is, just yucking it up with all these elites, man. This guy, he's a criminal against humanity. Why is he so cozy and comfortable all the time? I just can't get over this freaking...
Instead of going after Netanyahu, the international police or whatever they call it.
Yes.
The whatever, they should be going after him for his crimes in India and Africa.
Absolutely, man. This guy is supervillain number one in my book.
Pure evil.
Well, on a positive note, more than 90% of parents get their kids fully vaccinated.
Yes.
So still, there is overwhelming support and understanding that vaccines save lives. I also think, see the invisible, see, believe, create. See, one of the things we have to see is what's driving a lot of the misinformation. And what's driving it is the profit motive. Right. And they're very upfront about this.
Right.
They want to say that vaccines cause autism, so every kid with autism should be able to get a lawyer who gets rich,
right,
suing the government and getting money from the Vaccine Compensation Fund, even though there's no correlation between vaccines and autism.
You see, Mike, Big Pharma's not the villain here. It's the evil kids with autism and their evil blood-sucking lawyers. Those are the evildoers here. Because how could we give the power to those little hands of those kids with autism and their lawyers, man, who are going to take us for every penny we're worth?
And RFK and these little kids with autism, they're just in it for the money. Not like the pharmaceutical company who pays off every news program, every politician.
Dude, Mike, what chance do we, Big Pharma and DARPA, stand against these autistic kids and their blood-sucking corporate lawyers, man? We don't stand a chance. We're just Big Pharma. How do we fight these autistic kids and their lawyers?
Who are you gonna trust? Borlaug? The guy, the CEO of Pfizer? Or this autistic kid and his lawyer?
Dude, I love this idea of like, no, we're not the evil villains here. The evil villains are these autistic kids and their lawyers. Like,
but that CEO looks like every evil villain from every movie made in the 90s. He's even grinning and doing the hand thing.
Yes, man. I love this clip so much. Fauci and this guy, like, no, we're not evil. We're just trying to get this poison schedule enforced on your kids, regardless of anything you want to say or do as a parent. No, we're going to force this on your kids. The real evil is your autistic kid who we messed up with our poison and his lawyer, man.
What an asshole.
What? How could we possibly get the power?
The autism. Yeah. What an asshole.
The problem in our society are these kids with autism and their lawyers, man.
Pricks, man. You know, these little kids with autism. We did them a favor and vaccinated them. This is how you repay us?
That's the villain here, man. The autistic kids and their lawyers. That's who we got to be looking out for.
Frank, they just don't have your best interest at heart. Not like me and the CEOs of the pharmaceutical companies.
It's just, you can imagine too, like this poor autistic kid and his family, and they're like their lawyer who barely has half his shirt tucked in. You know,
it's Matt Damon in the Rainmaker.
Yeah, exactly, dude. The Rainmaker. It's Matt Damon and Danny DeVito, right? And then you just got this like corporate long table with 100 seats at it, and it's just every suit ever just ready to go, man. Come on. So funny to me.
You know, I've always said the person I feel for the most, the pharmaceutical companies. They just have it so hard. They have it so hard, Frank.
Doesn't our society ever think of the true victims in the vaccine autism debate? Big Pharma? I mean, these guys are out there sacrificing nothing, risking nothing, and then suing everybody.
If this keeps up, the cafeterias at their buildings won't be free anymore.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever been to some of these pharmaceutical manufacturers. Their offices are unbelievable.
I can
their
believe
lunchrooms, everything's free, and it's just like whatever you want.
Yeah, I used to work for a place that did a lot of catering in Boulder. One of the places we did was Kaiser Permanente, which is a pharmaceutical insurance agency here based out in Denver. Spectacular building. They could afford catered lunch every day from various different places. I mean, even advertisement agencies, the place that created the Burger King that was famous in all those commercials for a little while. They were based here in Boulder, and I delivered there. Man, you would walk in, it would be, you know, people on bouncy balls and dudes on little Razor scooters, and then they'd go whiz past their own little like espresso maker, and it was like an actual Mexican dude from like Colombia who like brought the beans with him from Colombia on a mule. The mule was parked in the driveway, right? And he's like cranking the beans, making them fresh espresso. I mean, that was just an advertisement agency. I can't imagine truly what was really going on in some of these major pharmaceutical places.
It's unbelievable.
Man. Yeah, they're the richest. Big Pharma is the biggest industrial complex, maybe second to the military industrial complex, which I
they're
actually
just
think
printing money, dude.
I think they're kind of combined on some level. Just take a look at Afghanistan and what we did there for the last 20 years.
By the CIA.
Right. Exactly.
That's, you know,
that's how it goes, man. CIA runs the world.
Runs the world.
So yeah, man.
What an insane clip.
What a disgusting thing to do, Fauci.
These parents, these kids with autism, they're just in it for the money.
They're in it for the money, dude.
Not like the pharmaceutical companies.
Not like Tony Fauci over here, highest paid bureaucrat in the history of DC, right?
In his $10,000 suit.
These autistic kids and their families, money grubbing, greedy bastards, just in it for the cash.
Shit, you know, real low down trash. Real garbage in America.
That's right, man.
The autistic kids.
The true deplorables of our world, right? Dude, how evil do you have to be, though? Not only do you create and push these vaccines, which are now widely accepted to be causing autism on massive scales. I mean, 1 out of every 33 kids are getting vaccines from these vaccines, or getting autism from these vaccines. And then you're going to go out there and blame them for being greedy and wanting to sue you. And like, oh, the whole reason they want accountability so they could sue our pants off. Like,
I know. And nobody wants to look at the actual facts. 1 in 33 kids are getting autism from these vaccines that are going to save 1 out of 1,000 from measles. You know what I mean? Like, how many kids were we really losing to measles?
Right.
And to save those very few kids who probably are just going to die from something else, we're vaccinating the whole population. It makes no sense.
And why waste your time with this vaccine schedule when you know you're just going to shoot them up with the COVID vaccine and give them myocarditis by the time they're 13? I mean, all these people are going to die by their 20s anyways, man. Turbo cancer, stroke, heart attack, you name it. They'll all get it.
I can't believe it took Donald Trump to win the election and appoint RFK for them to stop giving that shot to kids. It's
Dude,
absolutely insane.
I can't believe there's people still getting it. I mean, it's widely accepted that the mRNA vaccine is actually not a vaccine. They had to change the definition of vaccine to
Yes.
make it a vaccine. In reality, it's a gene therapy.
And it never did what they said it would do. It doesn't work. And COVID isn't even something you die from.
Exactly. But
It's insane. The whole thing is insane.
who's out there and still it's known, it's a fact. There's the SV40 simian virus 40 gene in these shots that is causing the turbo cancers in everybody. This is a widely known and accepted fact about this gene therapy, the COVID
What's
vax.
that? Turbo cancer, the one that nobody ever heard of before the COVID vax. That now
Honestly.
is like, everybody knows somebody with it.
We personally know multiple people in our lives who have had to deal with turbo
Yes.
cancer. In
cancer where the doctor has said, I've been doing this for 30 years. I've never seen it spread so fast.
Yes. Or in people young. I know people my age and younger with turbo cancers
That's
right
crazy.
now. I work with people in the cannabis industry who I keep almost weekly. We're hearing so-and-so is in the hospital from a heart attack, or they had to have emergency heart surgery, or they had a stroke, or they had to have a blood clot removed. I mean, it's crazy because it's all anecdotal, but eventually it all adds up and you start to kind of take a look back and like, man, a lot of people got really injured from these gene therapies.
Yes.
It really had a bad effect, but it's going to take time. We're only going to have hindsight on this whole thing. And by that point, Tony Fauci will be long dead probably. And Peter Daszak will be long forgotten by the general public.
Or they've at least taken their new forms.
Right,
They'll
yeah.
take on the form of a younger...
I don't know how these reptilians operate, but they get new human skin at some point.
Right. And they'll come back.
That's right.
That's how they do it. They don't ever really die.
Nobody ever does. Nobody ever does, Mike. Well, heroes get remembered.
Legends never
But legends never die.
Lizards never die.
Lizards never die. With all your heart, kid.
You got to play before we go the Tim Dillon clip.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you want, because we were hedging that way, which was through all of this, people keep forgetting that, well, the government's still shut down. I blame it because Marjorie Taylor Greene was going to push the end of chemtrails and geoengineering. But a lot of people are saying the government shut down because they were one vote away from getting the Epstein files out there.
Oh, so funny. Yeah.
One vote.
So they shut it down. So now that one chick doesn't get a vote.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a huge fan of that theory.
So funny.
What's so funny about the Epstein thing is there are these old school cats that are hanging on to the old school message, like Chris Cuomo, who, even though now he's in the new age, he's doing the podcast thing, he's still hanging to the threads of the legacy media. And part of those threads are the theory that Epstein killed himself. and we're just going to forget about all the people who were tied into the victims, right? Dude,
it's literally like when the cop asks you to open your trunk. If there's nothing in your trunk, you're just going to open it, right?
Yes.
But when you're like, why do you want to see what's in my trunk?
And then you're like, there is no trunk. Well, there was a trunk, but then Hillary Clinton destroyed it and then created a new trunk, and this trunk is a fake trunk.
Are you really still talking about my trunk?
We're still talking the trunk?
Who cares? It's a
Come on,
trunk.
man. Look, okay, fine. We'll release the trunk, all right? But it's not a real trunk.
It's so funny, man.
What I love about Chris Cuomo in this clip of him and Tim Dillon is it's pretty cool. Chris willing to go out there and dabble in the world of the manosphere and the podcast arena. But this is a prime example of why the left simply cannot operate in that arena.
Well, it's because he's like the perfect level of stupid where he doesn't know how stupid he is.
Right.
That's why he'll go on these podcasts and think he's actually making a difference and being smart.
Gavin Newsom was this dumb till about a minute ago, and then he realized, like, oh, I sound really dumb.
I better use my
I
hands.
gotta say,
I need something. But Chris Cuomo is like, nah, I'm gonna go talk to Tim Dillon. He's a stupid comedian.
Yes.
And he doesn't realize Tim Dillon's way smarter than him.
Exactly, and this is the issue the left still has, which is when it comes to podcasting or having just a conversation with cameras rolling live, is you got to be genuine, you got to be honest. If you're not, if you're neither, you're gonna make a fool of yourself in real time. And here's Chris Cuomo sticking with legacy media ideology and theories, and he's made a fool by Tim Dillon spectacularly. Tim Dillon nails this.
Why?
And I think this is how we're all feeling, by the way, when it comes to the old Epstein thing.
Is it that people on the fringe right seem to engage in conspiracies more? Is it a coincidence that Benny Johnson and Charlie Kirk are more interested in the Epstein files? Is it a coincidence?
Like, do they not realize it's not just fringe right
No.
interested in the Epstein files? Everybody wants the Epstein files.
Even
dude.
Democrats.
Everybody, man. This is... It might be the most nonpartisan issue of our modern times.
yeah, seriously.
Like, there's one thing Democrats and Republicans and independents can all agree on. We want to see the Epstein files.
We can't even agree on whether or not it's okay to castrate children or sterilize children. But we all agree we want to see the Epstein files.
All of us, every person, young, old, gay, straight, black, white, doesn't matter.
Everybody.
Republican, Democrat, show us the Epstein files, man.
Since that Rogan was, talking so much about Epstein killing himself versus being murdered. Why do we hear more of that on the right?
I think there's people on the fringe left, if you remember, and I listen, I think Epstein probably
and it's funny
because
Tim Dillon's way smarter than him, but doesn't take himself serious at all. The guy on the left is taking himself way too serious. The guy on the right is having fun.
Great call, dude. Which,
know?
again, that's the difference between the left and the right now, and why the left really can't figure out why people are drawn to the podcast world.
It's so funny.
It's so great, dude.
I don't think
Based
there's
on what?
Well, based on the idea that the cameras went out and the guards fell asleep, and he had information on some of the most powerful people in the world, and his best friend, Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Seymour Hersh, wrote a book alleging that he was an agent of the Mossad, and they had what clearly seems like a honeypot operation, and that all of these politicians were on his jet. Like, it feels like, again...
Okay, but what other reason, Tim?
Stop rambling. Give us some reasons already. Give me some hard facts.
I think he just laid it out pretty good here. Pretty convincing.
From an outsider's point of view, he got a sweetheart deal for the first time he was accused and convicted of being inappropriate with a minor. And I don't know the exact terminology. He did a lot more than be inappropriate with a minor. But you have this intriguing, weird figure who's connected to all of these very powerful people and has an island where people are going to meet up with underage women, and all of these people are coming out and testifying to that effect. And then right before his trial, he dies. I mean, Chris, let's be honest, if we're talking about the mafia and we're talking about a guy that had information on all of these big, powerful people, and he gets whacked, does not a part of your brain... And I'm, Kirk or Johnson or Rogan or whoever, or me or anybody who's looking at this, and people on the left and the fringe left also has some conspiracies. One of them was that Donald Trump was an agent of Russia. And by the fringe left, I mean every media organization, including the one he used to work for, every day was Russiagate. So to me, it's like, don't you look at the Epstein thing and for a minute say to yourself, yes, it is possible that this guy who is involved in potentially blackmailing people, but certainly involved in human trafficking and connected to all these wealthy, powerful people, gets whacked before he can say any of their names?
Yes. I think it's very curious.
Don't!
That's so good. That's so good. That's why they can't handle podcasts. That's why they can't handle the podcast.
No, because if that was on legacy media, they would have had the guy in the ear, cut him off, go to commercial break. No, man. No.
Can't handle it. Oh, it's so funny. You know what? And it also goes against all their narratives. Cuomo's an Italian male, straight male. You think we would be on his? They assume we would be on his
Oh,
side.
dude, bodybuilder too. I mean, he clearly
Everything,
takes the
like-
creatine and does the whole thing, man. Yeah.
They think we would be on his side, but we're like, no. The fat gay comedian over there, that guy is nailing it. He's killing. You know what I mean? I'm on his side.
Yes,
Because I
man.
don't care about how he looks or who he fucks. He's right. you know?
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
what he's saying is truth.
It's
It's
true.
genuine.
It's
It's
genuine.
honest, and he's saying what we're all thinking, which is there's no way you're going to convince anybody that Epstein killed himself. It's so
know.
obvious that this guy, I mean, it's hilarious to hear Tim Dillon line it all up like that, but even the simplest minded folks out there can really wrap their mind around, oh, this guy was running a honeypot organization for at least the CIA. At the very least.
Yes.
But we're all at the point where like it was CIA, Mossad,
Mossad.
maybe even Saudi Arabian intelligence, potentially even KGB, definitely MI6. I mean, there was multiple intelligence agencies behind this organization.
Getting the most powerful, richest people in the world in compromising positions.
Yes.
Like that is, yes. You don't think they killed him?
And we didn't get to it. Not enough time. The clip is really long, but Patrick Byrne was on Adam Carolla's show this week. I highly recommend the interview. And
It's so good.
He
We
dissects
couldn't even do it justice.
No, not
the
at
way
all.
he lays out the Russian hoax.
But what he
when
says is he himself was the agent working on the Russian disinformation hoax with
Yes.
Brennan and with Comey. And allegedly, according to this book and according to his story, they cooked up the Russian collusion hoax, whether with or without Trump. In fact, they designed it to either work with Trump, Mitt Romney, or Marco Rubio. They designed the plot to go with whoever was going to be the Republican candidate if that guy won against Hillary. Now, against Hillary, they had Patrick Byrne, who was a FBI double agent, essentially, or secret agent. He got Hillary to agree to a bribe with Azerbaijan, I
Yeah.
believe, for 16 million, if I'm not mistaken. And that bribe was going to be held over her head by Obama, and it was going to be used as compromise to dictate her 8-year presidency. That was the plan. And then after Hillary was controlled by Obama and Brennan and Comey with this bribery scheme, they were then going to usher in, we all knew it was coming,
Big Mike.
Oh,
yeah, they were going to bring in 8 years of Big Mike Obama following 8 years of Hillary. That was the plan. And their backup plan, if a Republican had won the nomination and the 2016 election, they were going to slap Russian collusion on any of the candidates. It didn't matter.
yeah.
They just plugged and chugged the name of the candidate, and it happened to be Trump.
How crazy is his story about how he lied about sleeping with a hooker and then killing her?
Yes.
Like an underage hooker and then killing her. And he got Obama to sign off on it.
Obama and Brennan agreed and signed off on it being okay to rape and murder a Russian spy, which he never did.
Insane.
Yes.
Yeah, he lied about doing it. He just set it up.
That's right, man. It's an incredible story. I read the book. I think everybody should check it out. It's super quick. It's like 150 pages, and it's essentially basically a long newspaper article where Patrick Byrne is interviewed by the author, and he goes into phenomenal detail about his meetings with Brennan, or his intermediaries and handlers between Brennan and Obama. But ultimately, this all leads to Brennan, Obama, and Comey. Brennan, by the way, approached at a live event this weekend over a lot of the stuff with the Russian collusion and all that, and he flipped out, called it bullshit, and was later on was pointing his finger into the guy's chest, like yelling at him, telling it was bullshit and he was lying and all this stuff.
Somebody get him in touch with Bill Gates, guys. He's got to be coached up on this.
You put on the sweater vest, right?
You're supposed to say, you read the book and decide for yourselves, and then know that nobody in America is going to read it, you know?
Brennan, you're doing it all wrong, man. Put together the little book. Put yourself on the cover from when you were 8 years old. Right? Yeah, get yourself on the cover. Your life story, your humble beginnings, growing up on the farm.
First, pledge to donate all of your money. No. You don't actually have to donate $1. Just say
just
you're going
pledge.
to. Your dad.
That's right. And then do the book, put on the sweater vest, go on The View, go on Morning Joe. It's all going to be fine. We'll never question any of the stuff. We'll never question the soft coup you attempted with Obama in 2016.
And when cornered, just say, read the book for yourself.
Read the book for yourself.
And you can decide. Nobody's going to read it.
That's right. This is America 2025. Nobody reads.
If it's not a TikTok video, nobody will know. Nobody will know.
And then 10 years from now, write your tell-all book, If I Cooed It.
If I...
John Brennan. It's a hypothetical. If me and Obama did a soft or hard coup, it's hypothetical.
Hypothetical. It's crazy.
We're living in wild times, but I think a lot's going to come out about the Russian hoax collusion and Obama, Brennan, and Comey. They are deeply tied into what many people are claiming was an attempted coup d'etat on American soil by an American president on an American president. So we're going to see some juicy stuff come out of it. Trump, he's not messing around, man. He knows he's got like 3 years left. He's going all in, baby. So I think,
fast.
Yeah, man, he's
and they're cranking up CERN. So those 3 years is like
That's-
two and a-
yeah,
it's
man.
2.5 right now, dude.
I think it's the midterms already, if I'm not mistaken. What
Yeah,
year
we'll-
is this?
We'll see what happens.
Speaking
I love that Prop 50. Just the fact that they're like, we need to cheat before the Republicans.
Yes,
cheat. It's like
absolutely.
Just like, somebody was talking about it the other day, and it blew my mind. We forget how shitty these Democrats were. They tried to take Trump off the ballot in half of their states. Remember,
Here in Colorado.
Like, it's so
Absolutely.
insane when you look back. We had to take away people's right to choose him in order to save democracy. That was
Yes. And that it's also why I love the attempted Kamala Harris rewriting of history book tour that she did, the 107
I know,
days.
come
like,
on.
You failed to mention before that 107 days, where for 365 days you sued to get RFK Jr. off the ballot.
They got him off the ballot.
You sued for
Literally.
365 days to stop that guy from
No,
running.
you guys said there was no primary because nobody was trying. There was like a bunch of people. The Phillips guy was trying
Thank
to
you.
run.
Oh, you're psycho. I was going to say, who was our Polive? It was the Phillips guy. He
Dan
reminded me of Polive, kind of.
Yes.
Very similar. And why is he... What happened to that dude? Nobody talks about him now. It's all Gavin Newsom and Pete Buttigieg. But what about the normal white straight dude who's from like Minnesota? Who
Get out of... You just nailed it. The normal white straight guy, Frank. He's done.
That's too bad, man. Democrats, you could have had it, and you still could have it. You still deny it from yourself.
Do the
you have yourself to
primary,
blame.
man. Do the primary. It's crazy.
I know. I love the idea. I'm going to write a book, 107 days to try and win the presidency. Let's not talk about how we just completely dismissed the primary altogether and sued everyone to oblivion who tried to stop us.
We're not going to talk about the days before those 107. Time started at those 107 days.
I know. RFK should come out with a book called 365 Days and just detail all the days of litigation he had to go through where he was kicked off the ballots.
You guys fucked him so much he became a Republican.
You could say the same thing about the whole country, right? They fucked the country so hard that most of us just became Republican because we watched that line continue to go.
No, really, they fucked it so hard that 15 million people stayed home.
Right. No, they just disappeared into thin air, actually. Fart in the wind, my man. That's what...
Yeah. American politics.
Amazing stuff. Well, Mike, I can't believe I'm saying it, but believe it or not, this is the fastest hour or two or three in the universe. They got that CERN machine cranking on overtime. No doubt about it. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, enjoying the good times, great oldies, great crowd today. We're in double-digit territory, man. All right. We're not being shadow banned as hard as we used to. Hey, all right. Good stuff. I think even a couple of them are on YouTube. So we're moving on up in the world. I love it. Well, thanks again for hanging out, folks, and spending your Sunday with us here for a little bit. We pretty much rocked the docket right there. We forgot to get to the greatest story of the week. Kid Rock announced he was a retard for Halloween and put a mask on Fox News. It was probably the funniest thing.
That's so funny. That guy's hilarious.
But the best part is now the Special Olympics is calling on Kid Rock to apologize to retards internationally.
Yeah, go fuck it.
I mean, does it get more retarded than that? That's all I'm going to ask, right? I don't think so.
So good.
I want to thank everyone again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and hope you have a great week coming up here. We'll see you all on Sunday, same time, same place. And DJ Rodfather here to jam us out onto the other side. We'll see you all next week, folks. Something good, I imagine. And enjoy our little AI grok. Yeah! All right, Animal House, man.
This is
Yes!
my buddy back there.
All right, Louie. Yeah. I'm dancing. I'm doing the Gavin dance.
Thumbs up.